don't dare have that. She got the ball.
And the flag cap was on.
Hey everybody, how are we? Drew's feeling good. He's excited that I put the flat cap on right before we go live. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Hopefully everybody's ready to smack some Manchester United today. We've done very well against the Manchester teams this season. We're at home this time around, and let's hope we can get a good result today because Spurs are in need of a win. I think we're in need of a little bit of a boost. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everybody's pumping themselves up for this game. We have a fresh lineup from Ange Postecoglou, and also with this lineup, we have a lot of returnees, a lot of people on the bench that can make an impact, and of course, people in the starting lineup. When you look at the lineup here, you do have the likes of Vicario in goals, Pedro Porro at right back, Kevin Donzo in the back line as well, with Ben Davis, left-sided center back. Jed Spence keeps his position at left back, but there is an Udogie on the bench if need be. Bergvall, Bentancur, and Madison is your midfield with Kulusevski, Matisse Tell, and Sonny up top. And then on the bench, I'm going to try my best here. I probably should have maybe down. I'll see if I can pull this off from my maybe downloads here. Just give me ein moment or un momento, as some people might say across the world. But I have on the bench, just, testing my eyes here, Kinski, Udogie, Gray, Basuma, Sarr, Mikey Moore, Odegaard, Johnson, and Scarlett. The bench is looking a lot stronger. The team's looking a lot stronger. Are you getting a sense of some Manchester smacking today, Drew?
Dude, I tell you what, when you put that hat on, or when you put that flat cap on, I had echoes of the famous and potentially Oscar-worthy Sly Stallone film Over the Top. And I don't know if anyone's seen that, anyone recollects, but in that film, he was an arm wrestling extraordinaire. And there was a point in the film where he has a hat, and very much like your hat, not only did he put it on, he turns it around backwards and echoes the words, "It's like a switch." And as soon as you put that flat cap on, we were ready to go. I could feel it. And you know what? Big up chat, big up everybody, big up AK Shegs. I changed out the safety orange for the Barney purple. So big up. I haven't got any red anywhere around here. We despise the red. I don't even own Chiefs gear. Kansas City Chiefs, go Chiefs.
Dave loves a Barney the dinosaur reference, so it's almost like you've done it in memory of Dave. I don't know how many times he uses that reference, in a year, for situations. So maybe it's almost like it's fate. Good to see everybody. Like I said, hopefully you're all keeping well. Hopefully you're trying to find some way to pump yourselves up for this game. I think it's a good chance for Spurs to, pick up a scalp. It's always Man United, right? No matter how bad they are, no matter how much they're in misery, it's a team that if you can give them a good smack, and it always feels good because they are a big name on paper. And also Ruben Amorim, a guy that is maybe in Ange Postecoglou territory where he's, under a lot of scrutiny from the fan base, kind of being criticized for being stubborn, a guy that isn't changing his ways or isn't adapting to what's in front of him. So I've likened this to being the "it's who we are" mate derby. So let me know what you guys think of that in the chat as well. Two managers that are very promising, but also have been criticized for being a little bit stubborn in their ways. And we'll see which one ends up coming out on top today. But I'll get to the chat, see how you guys are doing. If you can for me, smash the like button. Do also thank Drew for putting in a massive shift today. Put one in on the pre-match build-up. And then he also is going to be carrying me through the watch along here as well. So big up to Drew for filling in. He's done a very good job, and he's done very good service to us. Good to see Frankly Tottenham. Good luck, lads. One team I like to smack up is Man United. Same here, man. It's one of my favorite things, in football. It's just one of the ever constants is when you get to see people on Talk Sports, Sky Sports, etc., and you get to hear the classic line, this is supposed to be Manchester United Football Club, or this is Manchester United Football Club, some sort of version of that. And it always brings a smile to my face, to see them in their misery, a sort of feast on the bones of Man United misery. I just find it always to be very entertaining, more entertaining really than other fan bases, if you get what I mean. Protest today, and well, what do you know? Levy's in America. What a surprise, says Shemtan. You wonder if Levy had that planned in advance. He definitely knows what's going on. He definitely has his eyes and ears. And then we have Davo. He's feeling good enough to be in the chat today. He says, great turnout today at the protest and great to see a strong lineup and bench. I'm excited to see Odegaard back today. Come on, you Spurs. Didn't know that Dave was such a big Odegaard fan, or maybe he's just excited for something different, really, Drew, in that forward line. And he's well enough to be in here in the chat. So it feels like we're getting so many returnees, Drew. Even Dave is coming in off the injury bench.
Big up, Dave. Yeah, it's good to have him back. He's been sorely missed over the last week or so, and I know he's been pretty hit pretty hard with this bug. So, and big up to Dermo as well, because he was in the pre-match build-up with us, and it sounded like he was also suffering pretty bad. So,
It sounded like
definitely
what Dermo
going.
sounded like what Dave probably sounds like.
Yeah,
That gave me a big key,
exactly,
like what Dave has
exactly.
been describing. Then when we heard what Dermo sounded like, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Sorry though.
Exactly. So if if anyone, I don't know if either of them are putting out their services for some 888 late night, chat line while they're under the weather, maybe make a little bit of extra cash under the table. I'm not sure if they'll be up for doing that, but that's certainly something they could be doing. While they're laying there relaxing. But yeah, back to the game, back to the starting line. Some potency up front, which is nice. Looking forward to Tell through the middle. Hopefully, Sonny's got some rest in his legs, and he's the Sonny that we know and love. So yeah, just looking forward to the game. I think this is the start of hopefully the beginning of the rest of our season, Jack.
Oh, well, let's hope so. I think picking up a win here is certainly a big boost to everybody involved, the players who have probably been needing a win like this, and then also the fan base, of course, as well. And it's good to see Dave, at least in the chat. Looks like he's on the mend. But yeah, Dave, if you heard Dermot at all during the pre-match build-up, that gave me a big clue into probably how you feel. I mean, geez, that did not sound good. Sounds like some sort of bad flu is really going around Ireland right now. AK Shag saying, "Oh, when the Spurs." Nice to see you, AK. Drewzilla, Coys. Tyler in here, 4-0 Tottenham. We better batter this United team. Tyler saying we better win. Martin Knightsbridge saying, afternoon, boys. Well, we have a team and a bench today, so no excuses. We should beat this Man United side with all their problems. Come on, you Spurs. A bit of an inverse situation here where they have a ton of injuries. They're in bad form at the moment, Martin. So it's an opportunity for us to take advantage of it. Good to see you in here. William Webb, good to see you as always. Big up, 2 a.m. in Queensland. 2-0 Spurs win tonight. Let's go for a clean sheet. Liking that with Vicario back into the team. Easy Grow is in here as well. Great turnout. Voices loud and proud. Mick Hermelock is in. IrishHotspur is in. Good to see you, Darv. Scotty Heinen, big up to all. Come on, you Spurs. AK Shags saying, "Oh shit, it's Drew in the red hoodie again." No, it's the Barney the dinosaur. It's the Barney the dinosaur color, my friend. It's the purple. Dave is saying, "Big up, Jack. Thank you for doing a great job this week." Well, I've been on the deathbed. Jeez, Dave. Yeah, like I said, when I heard Dermo, it did kind of sound like the deathbed. For filming Let's Go Boys, we need a big win here today. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Dave. Hopefully you're doing a little bit better than what Dermot is doing. Because like I said, man, that was definitely an insight into what you sound like, or probably what you have sounded like over the week. Definitely not worth, putting that on the airwaves, because it didn't even sound too good, to even try to, say any words. Just sounded painful. We are Spurs TV saying, Dave, big up, and I hope you get a better one. Mark McDermott, 3-0 to Spurs. Let's go. Big up, Mark. Love to see that. Fat Tony, my fellow man in Washington. Hopefully you're keeping well. Saying big up, boys. Come on, you Spurs. Love that. Spurs 89 is in here as well. And then we also have Dave saying, I have a feeling about Tell today. He's going to cook and roast like a camp stove. I mean, Matisse Tell, I thought he looked sharp on the wing, but he just looked probably more comfortable in the middle than Sonny did to me, Drew. And it's just more also like, we've seen Sonny play there ton of times under Ange, and I just don't think this system works for him, him playing as the striker. So just be nice to see something different, have Matisse Tell play down the middle.
Yeah, look, Jack, in the immortal words of Big Dave, Sonny's not a striker. He never has been. He never will be, in my opinion. He plays out on the left wing. That's where he's best. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing Tell down the middle. Come on.
Simply done. It's just time to get the Tell and see what time will tell with him with the down the middle. Big up, DB. Good to see you in the house. Tyler saying 4-0, Tell, Brace, Sonny goal, and Mikey to finish off the bench. I mean, it's crazy to look at the bench, Drew. Like, you're seeing guys, that, finally, feel like real weapons off of there. You have Johnson on the bench. You have someone like a Mikey Moore as well. Odebear. Those are three very different options that are finally nice. And you have Johnson, who can, be that guy that puts himself at the right place at the right time to score a goal. If you want someone to run out of fullback, you have Mikey Moore or Odebear. Then you have, options off of the bench as well with like Sar and Basuma, who could be defensive, reinforcements. You kind of maybe get a picture into what Ange has had to deal with, right? He finally has guys that in a way do, provide a huge impact off of the bench. Not only, the starting lineup itself, but the guys that can come off the bench can, make a huge impact and even win the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this is the first time in, probably, I mean, if we're honest, mid-December, end of December, since he's really had options can come off the bench. And especially Odebear. I mean, we've not really seen anything of the kid. And, he can play both wings. He's really, really good with his feet. He offers something that none of our other wingers offer us, which is the ability to take on and beat a man fairly consistently from what I've seen of him. So, he's young. I don't try and put too much pressure on these youngsters, but we're at the nitty-gritty end of the season, and we really, really need these younger players to step up as much as they can and be counted. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And it would be really nice. Like, this is the first time we've had the opportunity that if we needed to, we could keep Tell up front and change both the wingers for just to be more dynamic in maybe the last 10, 15 minutes. So I'm we touched on it in the pre-game. I'm not expecting them to pull up trees. I wouldn't want them to, because the last thing we need is for people to come back and start going down with injuries again. We need to, and I know this sort of sounds counterintuitive, but we need to sort of drop feed them in, but as kind of quickly and efficiently as possible,
Yeah.
without overdoing it too much. Because in my mind, we can still do a top half finish, and in my mind, we could still be on that boat to Bilbao. So, there's still everything to play for until there's nothing to play for.
That's actually pretty, well put, about sort of
Thank you.
micromanaging, the situation, with some of these injuries. You got
Yeah,
some guys, maybe you do kind of just feed, a lot of minutes straight away. Whereas with some others, like, you really might have to be more careful. I don't think it's all the
yeah,
same with each of them. I think
right.
even someone like Odebear, right? Like, I want to see
Yeah,
him play a ton of minutes, but the
yeah,
fact that he's been injured this whole season, it's almost like a
yeah.
Richie situation where it's like maybe you do have to be really careful
Well,
about
that's a
when you
prime
do play
example.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas, like,
That's you.
maybe Johnson, you could just sort of throw in straight away, once he's, like, ready, he's like, I
Those
don't
are
know,
the
it
exact.
seems
Yeah,
like give and take with each situation. Some of them
yeah.
feel like they're probably ready to go in straight away, whereas others, you do have to be super delicate.
No, those were the two that I was exactly going to mention, because you're exactly right. With Odebear, barely played, doesn't even know, hasn't even been integrated really into the system. What's he had? 4 games, 4 starts, or a couple of starts and a couple of subs
Yeah.
appearances. Whereas Johnson, he at least has been there and done it for a period of time. He knows what's expected. He knows what to do. So you're exactly right. You would expect that you should be able to drop Johnson in, and there would be more of an acknowledgement of, I know exactly what I need to do, just get on and do it. Whereas with Odebear, I still think he's going to require a little bit more patience. Whether the
Mhm.
fan base has got any more patience left is yet to be seen.
Love this from Skunkworks. That's the spirit, Drew. To dare is to Bilbao. Absolutely right. That should be the new
Right.
saying. We're on our
Fucking
way to
right.
Bilbao. That's
Let's
all you should
go.
be thinking about, everybody. Thinking about Spanish tapas. Tartan Spurs saying, big up, guys. We need to start building some momentum for our Europa League campaign. Need to start finding our flow again in the Europa League. So we are going in to those Europa games feeling hot, as this is our priority. There's something to that, Drew, as well. Like, maybe the Premier League could be used as this, yeah, like a maybe the competition, I guess, just gather momentum,
Yeah.
for the more important competition, or more realistic one, maybe, which is the
Yeah.
Europa League. I have said, maybe, I'm not sure if I said this to you. I said this to Dave a while back. I think, in the Premier League for us, it's kind of about getting back, to the beach as quickly as possible, get
Mhm.
to a position where
Yeah.
mathematically it's impossible of being relegated, even if you lost every single game. And then you can kind of use the Premier League as a chance to just sort of, like plenty of teams do in that mid-table area, they actually sort of start playing some good stuff, because they kind of know that their chance of, falling really to the danger areas
Right.
is over.
Yeah, pressure's off kind of a little bit, and I get it. I think, yeah, it's basically for me, yeah, the league is almost like, I don't want to say mini pre-season, but your league is now, I think, where you obviously want to try and get as far up the league as possible, just from a, we are Tottenham point of view, like from, but you just want to see them progress up as far as possible, just so that we can kind of get our heads up a little bit and not be the worst team in London. Like, that would be quite nice. But by the same token, I do think, yeah, it's everything to play for in the Europa League. It's looking like probably we're going to be playing one of either RZ or Sociedad, probably based on how the games went on Thursday. So I don't know. I would. I think, yeah, concentrating on getting as many minutes as possible in the legs, and I think, yes, you lose money obviously on positionally, so you want to try and finish as far up the table as possible. But I think you'd probably take a couple of places in the league if you could actually go and do it in the Europa League, get into the Champions League, and get kind of the monetary windfall from that. I'm sure that would more than make up for any kind of place in the league. But just from a personal point of view, and just from wanting to see my team finish as efficiently or as powerfully as possible, I would like to see a top half finish. Like, if we could really, from the position that we're in, if we could get a 7th or an 8th or something like that, and really kind of look like we are actually a cohesive unit and a cohesive team, and kind of put some of the unsettling nerves to bed, I would, that's my hope anyway. We shall see, but it would be my hope.
No, yeah, no. To be honest, I think you laughed at this when I said this one time, but I just want to see Spurs get to a position in the league table where I remember with Crystal Palace that year, where Roy Hodgson actually had them playing some pretty, liquid stuff, towards the end of the season. And I just think, with Ange, that could be, a similar thing that we could achieve if we just pick up maybe a big win here, and then some other ones, down the road. And then all of a sudden, maybe we might not finish as high up the table as we would have originally
Right.
wanted, but it might be
Right.
kind of finishing on a high in the
Yeah.
sense of just the form, that we're in.
Mhm.
And so that's the opportunity here, is just to hopefully just see us start picking up some wins. Dark Sun
Yeah.
G saying, come on, you guys, let's win. Or come on, you Spurs, let's win 4-0 today. And good to see Wilson and Johnson. And then he also says, imagine once Richie and Van de Ven, Cootie Romero, and Dominic Solanke return.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I know they're a couple of weeks away, aren't they? But yes, I think I can't see Richie playing honestly again this season. Potentially, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. Dominic Solanke, huge miss. VDV, huge miss. Cootie, with all the murmurings and stuff, I mean, obviously huge miss. I'm just not quite sure what the deal is with him at the moment. But yeah, once we, again, if we can get all of those guys back and drip feed those guys efficiently back into the team, I mean, that's just a real strong squad to go into the back end of the season, when you look and see that other people and other teams are now starting to pick up injuries. I mean, Havertz, warm weather training, ruptured his hamstring, out for the rest of the season. So things like this are starting to happen to other teams, and it just might be that the planets aligned at the beginning of the season, and we rolled out a duty. But it could just be that they're realigning and something else might happen. And just big up Daniel Larson in the chat. It says, come on, Drew, never going to happen. It's the hope that kills you. But I would counter that, Daniel, with I saw you have somewhat of a meltdown on a WhatsApp group, and you looked like you were killing yourself anyway. So I'd rather be an optimistic, happy clapper and kill myself than be in your shoes, bud. But big up. I hope you're doing well. And it's always a pleasure to have you.
Daniel, I think, knows how to put himself through the wars, as a Spurs fan. I think he's quite good at it, but he definitely likes a good meltdown, Daniel.
Losing his mind. I
you
thought I
should
was
see
going
him
to
on
have
the
to
fan
call in the
show sometimes.
cavalry.
He's speechless on the fan shows. He could be speechless. He doesn't know where to start, really. He doesn't know how to, he doesn't even know where to begin sometimes with Spurs. I love Daniel. Big up to that guy. Good to see Kelly Snow. Good to see We Are Spurs TV. Thank you, Dark Sun G, for all the support today, my man. You've always been very, very kind to us, and especially today as well. And I kind of agree with Drew. I'm wondering with Richarlison whether we'll ever get, he maybe back for this season. Solanke looks like he'll be back for maybe the next Premier League game. It could look like, he's kind of indicated on social media with some of the anime kind of promotions and stuff, Dark Sun G, that he seems to be back sometime soon. And then Van de Ven, and Romero, we just know how much better of a team we are once they get back into the side as well. So huge boost. This team already looks so much stronger than what we're used to as well, Dark Sun G. Skunkwork saying you need to get ready for a Bilbao. Top us in the Basque region are called Wow, I don't know how to say that. Pinchos, maybe. You need to keep the locals happy. That's what we're going to be studying up on. Maybe that will be all the members' content once we get up to Bilbao. Is just discovering various tapas for Dave to enjoy. Ribsy85, good to see you as always, sir. Absolute legend, absolute go to the channel. Ed Sweeting's in here. Win today, and we are 9 points off of Fulham in 8th, 8 points off of Villa in 9th. It's going to be a big stretch to catch up with them. Certainly is, Ed, but picking up a win here, I think, can be a huge, huge boost to this season. And Darkson G then also says we should have more energy than Man United today. Come on, you Spurs. Do you have a sense of that, maybe, Drew, that there would be more of a kind of positive energy and even just kind of less fatigue for the Spurs team than Man United? Man United are already kind of having a pretty poor, end to the season. Now they're picking up a ton of injuries. They're about to embark on kind of what we did, in the past couple of months. I'm not sure if they've gone through what we've had to yet, but they're about to, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. I just wanted to actually, just while you were talking there, I just wanted to point out the absolute hypocrisy on, obviously we're in America, so I got the Peacock feed, and I don't know if this is a Sky feed or a TNT feed over there, or whatever.
Right.
But you've got I can't hear it, but I can just imagine the commentators right now as we're watching this Man United bench start walking to their seats, and they're all standing going, oh, these 17, 18, 19-year-olds really stepping up, and look at Man United, and look at the trouble and the strife that they're going through. And you think to yourself, excuse me, like,
when was that
I don't know
said?
I don't know if you've been around since mid-December. I just cannot stand the absolute hypocrisy. I hope we put 4 about to kick off, maybe.
Sorry, I kind of froze there for a second.
Oh, there we go. We're about to kick off any second, I would think.
No, I think I accidentally froze there. Good, maybe time to do that right before kickoff. But say what you were saying. Sorry, my fault.
No, I just am really frustrated that the hypocrisy of the fact that they're saying, I can't hear it, but I can just imagine it. It just makes me sick that we've been going through it for weeks, and they're just like, oh, it's Tottenham, whatever. And then Manchester United, they're all, using their knee pads. I'm trying to keep it very civil, but it's very, very frustrating. And I just really, really want to put 3 or 4, 5 past them today, man. I really want to just play them off the park, send Amarim packing back up to Lily White Manchester.
100%. Kulusevski there, clapping it up. Maybe a fresh hairdo as well.
Yeah, fresh fade, isn't it? Fresh fade.
Yeah, he kind of needed it. I thought, he looked like a stressed man at one point. Kulusevski didn't look like he was a guy that probably even had the time to look at himself in the mirror before these games. Beautiful stadium with the protests happening beforehand. It seemed like, from what I could tell from the footage, plenty of people did show up for the march, and there's also a planned sit-in afterwards. But now's the time for the team to do the business. Now's the time for the team to, give us something to look forward to.
It certainly is, man. It certainly is. And as I say, this is a depleted United as well. So if we can go, we can go toe to toe with them for the first 50, 60 minutes, we can't concede early, because you can't always keep coming back from that. So we can keep it solid, get some momentum going, if we could grab a couple of goals early, that would be fantastic. And then just wear them out. They've got nobody on the bench of note that they can bring on. Does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. So, if we can go do that and then bring on some of our, I'm hesitant to use the phrase big guns, but if we can bring on some fresh legs in the last third of the match and really stick it to them, I can't see anything in a Tottenham win. Come on, boys.
Come on, lads.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here. Sync up with us if you would like. Dan Coy's member for 35 months, just quickly, and he came in right here saying, good turnout for the protest earlier. I'm ill, so I couldn't make the game today. Good to have a stronger bench for a change. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Thank you, Dan, man. Thanks for all the support as well. You've been very kind to Dave and I. 35 months, man. Absolutely crazy. But also, the protest got plenty of people, and it was good to see. We'll see how how much media attention that garnered, and then also how much, it garners for the sit-in as well afterwards. And I'm sorry you're feeling ill, man. It really looks like, it's just a bad time over in the UK and Ireland. It feels like something's really passing around over there. So everybody, stay healthy, don't leave your house. Just stay indoors.
Yeah, right.
Only worry about Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
That's
Big
my
up
advice.
to Larendeb in the chat as well. Also, apparently been sick for a couple weeks. So everybody hopefully go. So let's wish it. A minute. Obviously, it's been a mad scrub for a minute. As tell on the snare how you can back yourself once it look well up from.
Yeah, I think the audio sounded that little issue we were having earlier, Drew. Maybe is it for me though, Tyler? Do I sound okay?
I think it keeps sort of popping in and out, doesn't it?
It sounds better now. I think we'll just have to, just sort of manage it as best we can because now it sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
Let me know that, Drew. Yeah, Jack.
There's the bench again. There's the excuse bench again. But whatever. It's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
All right, everybody. Now we're getting kicked off here. Bergvall's made some nice passes. Bentancur on the ball here. Bergvall again. He's looking saucy. Spurs have a fresh enthusiasm about them. Kevin Danzo here. First game in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I believe, right?
I think it might be, yeah. And it's nice. Some nice quick passing. You can see the intent already. And even that ball from Danzo bypassing the man to the next man. I mean, even that we've not been doing for weeks. It's always been quick for, mediocre 5-yard passing. And it looks like they've got some energy in their legs, Jack.
And with Danzo, actually, what I appreciate about him is that I said this in the predicted lineup. I do think he is trying to make, good passes. It was just in the last game. He just kept overcooking them. He just kept overhitting them, and they just end up going out of play. But he was trying things. So fair play.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice play in Akulu here. Good hold up play. Maybe trying too much there, but he also was getting dragged by the United player. They're trying to build out. Played out wide to Dorgu. He plays a nice ball into Xerxes. To Fernandes with a big switch of play to Jed Spence, who has the range to recover that. Well done by Jedi.
Yeah. They say, what is it? 70% of the globe is covered by water. The rest is covered by Jed Spence. Let's go.
Madison.
Oh, come on.
Maybe kind of similar to Kulu there. Maybe a little too much dawdling on the ball from Madison, but he was in a tough position. Man United with a throw-in down the right side.
Yeah, this is a big game and a big part of the season for Madison. He really needs to. I mean, he's had some not bad numbers this year, but I think he really, really needs to step up. He got some pelters from Roy Keane on the overlap.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he sat and watched it. I'm sure he probably did, or his
he
PR team did. Right, and I think I think he had a point to prove anyway. But when you got people talking about you like that, I mean, he said, what? You could have a list of 300 people for the England squad, and he's still not getting in it. I mean, that's burn from Roy.
Kevin Danzo here into Bergvall. And Davis pushes it out wide to Jedi. Into Matters, lovely turn. Pulled back by Mazraoui. Maybe a yellow card there. He did kind of, sort of prevent him from going forward. It looked pretty cynical. He's got a whole shirt load of him. He's really holding him back by the hips. It's not Valentine's Day.
It's not. Well done, Jack. I would take that though. That looks, Madison looks like again,
yellow to me, Drew.
4 minutes in, but he looks up for it, man. He looks like he's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Jed Spence with an in-swinger.
Oof.
Oh, Pedro Porro, if he got... Oh, Kulu, good interception. Well done.
Oh, bodied.
Pedro whips... Oh, terrible cross from Pedro.
It was.
It's got to be better. Good interception from Kulusevski there. And then also, I would say, that's a classic example, though, of referee maybe not giving a card inside the first 5 minutes when, I'll be honest, that blatantly looked like a card to me.
Yeah, you would like to think certainly, if not that one,
any
then
point
the
in the
next
game,
one.
usually that would be, but maybe sometimes the case in the first 5 minutes, they don't like to do that. Bergvall, some lovely touches.
Yeah, I think, you want to try and let the game flow in the first sort of 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, only give out that card if you really, really have to. Some nice play, though.
Matters here. Freshly inspired. Sonny, good turn.
Oh, Sonny, there you go.
As well, it's dangerous. Oh, Matisse Tell, or at least somebody should be there. That was kind of right in a good area. Kulusevski, lovely play. Bentancur, did he need to go backwards? Kevin Danzo, he wants to whip one in.
Go on,
It's being asked
Danzo.
to. Whip it in, lad.
He is.
Oh, there you go. Matters. Man United
I've seen worse crosses from one of our wingers. That wasn't
Pedro
too
Porro
bad.
put in a worse
Really
cross
wasn't.
earlier. Fair play to Donzo.
Yeah,
Like
come
I'm
on,
saying,
you
he's
Spurs.
brave at least. Jed, oh, what a run from
Come
the
on,
Jedi.
Jed.
Left-footed.
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
Difficult. Again, imagine if he gets to play on the right, how dangerous he'd be, with a run like that.
No, I really like
taking advantage of the space.
Absolutely. Not afraid to run into it, take on his man. It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Really wanted to swing it in towards the Premier, towards the penalty spot a little. Big up again, everybody in the chat. Big up Stevie Fraser.
Yeah, could have done the outside the foot. Yeah, Tyler, he likes a little outside the foot. He did very well, though, I think, up until that point. But it's the type of impetus you want, though. It's the type of bravery you want from Jed.
Absolutely.
Lovely feet from Tell, but free kick given by referee. Don't tell me Bentancur is.
I think they've bumped heads.
Oh, no. It looks like Bentancur is worse for wear from it as well.
Bentancur's concussed again. It's a double concussion.
Oh,
right in the side of their head. Ooh. Is he going to have to come off again? Oh, no,
he's the sort of guy that really doesn't want to, though. He's kind of been guilty of that. He's a bit of a Højbjerg.
He's got a big old lump. He's going to have a big old lump on the side of his head.
Already looked like he did. Already looked like he had a bit of a bruiser. It's not good. Concussion protocol, maybe not coming to... not coming through there. Dallo.
Still recovering. Some would argue he's still recovering from the last one, Jack, given how he's been playing the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's come back quickly from almost all of his injuries, almost too quickly, but he seems to find himself, unlucky and injured again. But again, maybe we're speaking too soon, though. Hopefully it wasn't too serious, but he looked roughed up by that, Bentancur did.
Anyone else think Højlund looks like Plug from the Bash Street Kids, or is it just me? Big up everybody in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Sorry, I don't like to talk badly of people, but I tell you what, face for radio, isn't it?
Sometimes I think he looks like he's in a boy band, Højlund.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like a Danish boy band.
There you go.
James Madison. Jedi. Oh, lovely from Jed.
There you go.
Maybe he could have given that to Matters there. Felt like Sonny was covered. But Spurs so far looking pretty sharp. Just haven't necessarily created, an open chance yet. But so far we look capable of it. We do look capable.
Yeah.
Kulusevski. Danzo.
Yeah, I mean, this training team that they've got us up against, I mean, they look like sort of somewhat capable, but I think we'll...
Good idea. Whoever tried to play Sonny behind, that was a very good idea.
Very nice. Sonny looks like he's got something in his legs again. He would have been on as well. Brilliant.
That was a very good attempt. Lazy 8, good to see you, Nick. How are we, sir? He's saying we look strong. Spence is a genius. Nick, aren't you at the game? I believe you're at the game. Should have actually mentioned that, or should have sent you a text, actually. Sorry about that, man. You should be at the game. Hopefully you're enjoying London. Maguire.
United looking to control it a little bit.
Ball over the top from Maguire. Højlund able to chase it. He heard what Drew said. He's one-on-one with Ben Davis. Straight at goal. Good save from Vic.
Great save from Vic. He's back.
Straight at him, but the parry was good. There was a good parry. Wow. Dangerous stuff. Vicario.
We've managed to keep it out, boys. There.
Dallo nearly could have put it in. Casemiro plays it out wide to Dallo. Whips it in. Cleared away by Ben Davis. Holy nuts. That was some sketchy stuff there.
There was some sketchy stuff there. Wow. It's good to have Vic back, everybody. Huh? Good to have Vic back. Jesus. Oh.
Here with the misses, Jacko. Good to hear, Lazy 8.
Wow. Really needed to clear the lines.
This one was scary because Vicario almost looked like maybe he had a little bit of a late reaction to that one, the way you jumped for it. But then again, two important parries, because both of the parries were at least not directly towards a Man United player. But ball's at the top of the box for Dorgu, and it's a nice souvenir for the Spurs fan.
There we go. Let's take a break for a second. Oh, yeah. Need to compose ourselves a little bit. That got a little bit erratic.
Easily could have
Quick.
been 1-0 down there. Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that second save from Vicario, I wouldn't say was too convincing. He did well, though, like I said, with the parry. And Ben Davis twice, actually. I didn't know it was him that cleared it off the line there. 2 times for Ben Davis. Good clearances. Jedi.
All right. Well, yeah, it's a little bit of a wake-up call, Jack. I think we need to get a little bit of kosher in the.
Danzo. Nice little clip ball. Lovely little ball. Into Bergvall. Nearly picked
Lost
it up.
it.
Good idea from Danzo. And Garnacho can't get it under control.
I think that's one of our big problems, Jack. Because I think if there was a league table of amount of times, but unnecessary giveaways and things like that, I mean, I think we'd be up near the top. We just need a little bit more composure, a little bit more control on the ball sometimes, especially in midfield.
Good switch of play from Sonny here, out to the right side. Pedro Porro.
Lovely.
Come towards it, Bentancur. There you are. Take your space. Lovely stuff. Pedro Porro. Lovely stuff from Pedro. Out wide to Bentancur. Can he whip one in? It gets all the way to Sonny. Sonny whips it back across. Bergvall. Can he tap it in? Madison.
That's 1-0. That's 1-0. Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
Come on, Matters. Get it, son.
Oh, fantastic.
Madison,
that's exactly what we needed,
Madison.
Jack. That's exactly what we needed.
Good to see. I was wondering if he was offside there. That's why my reaction was a little delayed there. I couldn't tell, but Madison's reaction confirms to me that I think he knows he was onside. I think he knows he was onside. Great little move from Pedro Porro here, everybody. This little play that he does to Bentancur, it's just lovely stuff. Bentancur, it's a good cross to Sonny. Sonny whips it back across very well there. Fortunate to go to Bergvall, and Bergvall pulls off another good, sort of shot on goal and forces Onana to save it. But Onana, unlike Vicario, makes a pretty poor parry here. He just palms it right towards Madison. And Madison, like you said, Drew, he's answering the call, to the likes of Roy Keane. He's scoring against Roy Keane's former club.
Absolutely. And the one thing with Madison is you always have to follow up. When this Onana guy's in goal, he cannot seem to catch a ball. So it's always worth popping a shot off, and it's always worth the follow up. And I tell you what, I've really been impressed with what I've seen this opening 13 minutes, man. I mean, we had a really, really crazy bit then for a minute, but they've just gone up the other end and silenced whatever Man United fans were there. So, yeah, let's go. We needed that nice early goal.
After nearly actually conceding, too, which would have been so typical of us. So typical of us to, be playing so well and then nearly conceding. And then actually for us to go straight back and finally score it this time, it's very, very well done from the whole team. And also a good shot from Bergvall. But I will say, this is why, it's nice to have someone like Vicario, because I think Onana actually does quite poor there. I think he probably should have done a lot better with the save, but fortunate enough for us. And it's very deserved, a very deserved lead so far. I think we've looked by far the better team in these opening minutes. So fair play. And also Madison, like you brought up, totally forgot about the Roy Keane thing. I should have mentioned it.
Yeah, absolutely. And even just these opening 15 minutes, I'm not getting carried away, but we just look so much fresher. I mean, there's actually a press. I mean, the last time I saw a press, Jack, was when I was pressing a panini in the kitchen last week. I haven't seen anything like this remotely from us since about mid-December. So this is it's just a breath of fresh air, mate. Breath of fresh air. I'm already starting to think about dinner. I don't know, lads. I mean, is it too soon?
What are we eating in Bilbao?
What are we eating, Bilbao, boys and ladies? I tell you what, the early goal, it just kind of opens up your lungs, doesn't it? It gives you a breath of fresh air, a little bit of breathing room. The boys look like they're up for it. Sonny actually looks a little bit like Sonny. It's just, you'd love to see it. You love to see it. And we just got to keep it going.
Matters is back, says Dave. You can tell by the hair.
Tell by the hair.
Wonder if it's just the Roy Keane factor, Dave. Once Roy Keane tells you some home truths, you wonder if that's the motivation a player needs, because nobody tells it more honestly than Roy.
Exactly. This is very
Maybe that's what Madison needed to hear. He said the part about like 300 England players would get in before him. I was like, "Ooh, that's the one."
Shocking.
That was the one that I think was probably the knife in his stomach, to Maddison.
Yeah.
I bet that was the one that probably just pissed him off the most because we know how much the England team means to him. So for him to have said that, I was
Right.
like, that was
But
like
you
the
know
knockout
what?
blow. That was like the knockout blow.
I can hear it.
Honesty.
I can hear Dave now. I can hear it. You know what, Jack? The problem is he shouldn't need to listen to Roy Keane and get up for a game like this. He shouldn't need to be belittled in such a way to finally pull his finger out of his arse and actually get to the levels that we all know that he's capable of. So yeah, we'll see.
What'd you think of that
not
impression,
to get carried
Dave?
away.
What'd you think of that impression? Good clearance from Danzo.
I'm just trying to bring some Dave energy, trying to bring some Dave energy to the watch along. He's sorely missed. He's missed in the pre-matches, and his robust behaviour and the way he likes to just tell it like it is. I'm just trying to, if I could, I could be Dave's foot and bring that amount of charisma, then I'll do as best I can to do so.
Balls out wide to Diego Dallo. Oh, Bergvall nearly with a brilliant interception. Actually, referee doesn't give anything there. Fair play, ref.
Anything.
All right.
It was a dive.
Referee telling him to get up. Kulusevski carrying us up. Does well. Turns us. Gets it to Bergvall. Bergvall, pick your head up, man. It felt like we had a break there, but Spurs being very, very composed. Maybe being a little bit careful here. Jed Spence. Can he find Tell? I feel like Tell's making good movement here.
He is. It's just nice to have the control, foot on the ball, control the pace. Let them, run to you. Wear
the ball
them out.
Into Pedro Porro. Can he find Matisse Tell? Pedro, well, good touches. Fair play. Bentancur, Jedi. Oh, dummy from Jedi. Sonny, can you find Matisse? Jedi Master. Whips one in. Oh, into Matisse Tell. Good touch. Kulu. Great touch from Matisse Tell there. Great touch.
It was very, very good. The layoff, maybe in that tight of a space, you would have liked to think maybe just take it yourself. But
yeah,
good option. Good option.
Sonny tried a little 1-2. Man United, though, do look, very... I mean, they're just sort of consolidating. They're just throwing as many guys in that back line as they can, but we do look dangerous when building out, against them.
Brilliant.
We're forcing them to really go into a really deep shell. And so it's just putting the pressure on them. And to be honest, I don't rate most of their defenders anyway. So I think they will continue to make mistakes like
great line.
Like Onana did.
Right. No, exactly.
Roy Keane in, says Daniel Larson. Just get him, in the coaching staff.
Brilliant.
Just to do, Ange can, lay into them, and then you can have Roy Keane just do the second blow.
There you go.
Imagine Ange probably we know gets quite angry at halftime. Imagine if you also had Roy Keane in there at the same time.
I can imagine they'd just be arguing with each other. Yeah, exactly.
Bad cop, mean cop. Bergvall.
Oh, unlucky. I can see what he was trying to do there. It would have been a lovely ball through. But just again, Jack, just really, really doing a good job controlling it. And we've now got the legs to be able to get back. I mean, if the last week against Villa, when the ball was lost in transition, we just didn't even have the legs to come back. And now it's, we've got something that resembles some energy, which is just, as I said earlier, just lovely to see.
And Davis out wide to the freshly motivated Maddison. You just do get a sense of control from this game too, Drew. Like, so far it's been very controlled from Spurs. It's been very professional from us, I think. Just the manner in which we're playing. There's your man, Drew Hoyland.
I'll plug. Yeah. Did we have Bash Street Kids in America, or was it an English thing? It's like an English comic from back in the day.
I mean, I've heard of the Backstreet Boys. I've never heard of the Backstreet Kids.
It's Bash Street Kids. Yeah, it was like this comic thing. Yeah, they just And one of them was just really tall and a bit goofy looking. It just reminds me of Hoyland. Yeah. Not that I'm not tall and goofy looking at times, so you know, I don't.
No, I trust your. I trust your. No, I trust your. I trust your player. Your player face comparisons. I mean, you and I have a fondness for Raul Jimenez, so I'll trust your judge of the strikers. Kevin Donzo out wide to Pedro. Pedro's had a good game so far, don't you think?
He's not done too bad. He's not done too bad. It's almost like a rest does players good, isn't it, Jack? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy to think.
Oh, Matters gets his
Oh, come
pocket
on,
nearly
Maddison.
picked
That's all right.
by the man that's given a red card to him before. Will he do it again? Bruno, will he swipe at him?
Oh.
It's almost like
come
Maddison
on,
wanted
boys.
him to
Come
swipe
on,
at
boys.
him. Well done from Jed.
Oh,
just not on the same
no.
page.
That was, not on the same page at all.
That would have been nice, though. Oh,
Please.
Hoyland, he sells Bentancur. Kulu, thank God he was there. Dangerous. So many players were tucked over to that side. You know, we had no one over on the left side.
Come on.
Sonny can't control it. Maybe a few giveaways here. Ooh, Xerxes, Megs, Bergval. Kevin Donzo stepping out of the back line. You got to track back, man.
Yeah. It's all a bit erratic, isn't it?
All of a sudden, yeah. Xerxes, shot on goal. Woo!
Oh, there we go. Wide. All right, let's take our time getting the ball back in because everybody else does. Oh, yeah, it's
before
still,
that bit of pressure. Before that bit of pressure, I felt like Pedro Porro had been having a very good game, or has been having a good game in possession at least. He's made some good runs. He's had good touches, played some nice passes. But all of a sudden, Man United maybe another giveaway maybe from Spurs. We had to get it launched, but we didn't do well here. Oh no, we've left the whole right side open. Oh my Lord. Garnacho with the sitter of a season. He's just hit that into the stands. It's like he's a Spurs fan. He just missed that. It's almost looked like he missed that intentionally. He's absolutely ballooned this. It should be 1-1. Whereas Pedro Porro and Kevin Donzo as well left the whole right side completely open there. That's a familiar thing with the Spurs team.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jack. I mean, when we get caught, arguably it's in very bad areas.
It's always that right side too.
It does, and see things like that as well. Just that kind of hit into the middle. I mean, thankfully we got that back somehow, but yeah, it just seems kind of
another giveaway.
Know. There's really no rhyme or reason for some of the passes.
It just always feels like it's a cross from the right side, to their left, or maybe you look at it this way, from our left, to our right side. They just switch it over to Pedro Porro's, right side, and it just always seems to be just like a number of players wide open, and then just no one in a Spurs shirt.
Great shot, great chance. That was nice. Yeah, I think he would have been onside as well. That was a great ball.
And Sonny found Tell, and Tell actually a good strike, to be fair to him.
Very good. That was Maddison with that ball. Maddison's ball to Sonny was fantastic.
Maybe he took a deflection actually, and then Onana makes an okay save there. To people still see me and hear me? Oh.
No. Down again. Oh.
I think we're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have the game stream up. Oh, there he is. All right. All right. Sorry, everybody. Oh, 27 minutes and 25 in. So we just need to get our foot on the ball and just control it a little more, Jack.
Yeah.
I think we can't let Manchester United grow into the game. It's nice to see us pressing though, making them push the ball long and give it away. Come on.
Matters.
Well done, Ben Davies. Well done. Oh, Porro. There are times where you just want Porro to pop the ball in, and he just tries to do a little too much, I think. Just whipping across, you know. Spurs again controlling the game. Manchester United stuck in their own half. Bergvall with a nice ball through. Kulu back to Porro, edge of the box.
Nice ball. Bentancur. Or sorry, Pedro Porro with another good ball in. Bergvall.
Bergvall's been busy this half, doing well.
Covering a lot of ground. Bentancur.
Yeah, picking up the ball, just trying to make things happen, which is really nice.
Madison tried to fasten a 1-2 with Kulu. Sonny. Danzo. Bergvall. White to Kulu. Bergvall.
I don't mind this too. Yeah, I don't mind this too much as long as we got possession of the ball.
I mean, you can't always demand the team to be 2-0 up inside 30 minutes, and this Man United team they put a lot of players back there at times. It's not a wide open team most of the time, but Matisse Tell picking up.
That's really, really, really great work looking to get the ball back. Really good work. Left it a little short there though.
I think for the most part he's been pretty tidy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Madison, too audacious there. Too audacious. I think he didn't know the player was there. Xerxes keeps megging our players. Seems to meg Trent Spence.
There was no need for Spence to come across like that, really. But we've managed to get away with it. We've gotten away with it.
Take your space. Come on, Jedi Master. There you are, kid.
So good at carrying the ball. So good at carrying the ball.
Sonny here.
Can we do something with it, Sonny? Come on. Oh, Sonny. All right, didn't lose it. I'll take it.
Bentancur. Into Tell. Lovely from Tell. Sir! Ref!
Wow. All right.
How is that not given? Madison taken down there. Referee not given a thing. Bentancur, good recovery.
That's fine. That's fine. Recovery. Guys, just got to get on with it. Come on. No use in moaning. Just get on with it, boys. Safe to say we are, other than a couple of erratic moments, we are controlling for the most part this game. And I really thought we would, Jack. You can tell there's 15-20% more speed in most players' legs. Everyone's offering themselves for it. They're just up for it. They really are.
Ref is not blowing for anything, says Ed Sweeting. It seems that way.
So long as he doesn't blow for them either, just let it go, right? So long as the consistency is all we ask for, right? Yeah. Consistency is all we ask for.
If we can cynically take down a player without a card, then I guess it could work both ways.
Big up Ribsy. Ribsy just wants to moan. Big up, mate. I hope you're doing well. I hope I'm not sure what time it is down there. I don't know if it's early in the morning, late at night, but I hope it's been worth your while, mate. Big up.
Mr. Madison.
And big up to everybody else across the world. It can be a chore getting up for this lot sometimes, but hopefully they're making it worth it today. Big shout, Mark McDermott.
Oh, lovely ball. And Bentancur made a good run. Bentancur, man, just don't rush it.
He's balling out a little bit today. He really is.
That was a lovely dink from Kulusevski. He does have a fucking shiner on the side of his eye there.
He really does.
He's got a big bruiser. But a lovely run from Bentancur and a lovely little dink from Kulusevski.
Yeah, we really need that from Bentancur. I've been really disappointed the last couple of games. I know he was coming back from the knock on the head, or the self-induced somewhat knock on the head, but he should be arguably fresher than most out there, and he's really, really been disappointing.
Sir!
So, oof. Oh,
Bentancur took it. Man, he just finds a way just to get clobbered, Bentancur, because he got clobbered there. We nearly scored from it, though, because he does kind of contest for this one. He gets hit by Maguire, and then, Bergvall.
I guess the one thing...
Bergvall had Oh, that would have been a spectacular goal if he caught that on target.
If that had gone in, I might have done a lap around the house. If that
I'm not even sure if he did
Jeez.
foul Casemiro either. Like, Casemiro kind of flopped himself to the floor there. Would have been a sensational goal.
Right. I guess the one thing you do say about Betancourt, he does get all these whacks and knocks and stuff. I guess he puts himself about. I do say that. And there are times when, he's obviously clearly a very, very good footballer. I expect from him more, being as he's one of the sort of been there and done it, right? I mean, you don't win 3 Scudettos with Juventus without having something up top. And I just wish, I don't know, I wish we'd have seen more of him. And, especially with the stupidity in the summer, like there's no,
Yeah, that and even against Aston Villa, giving up on one of the goals, even, it's not really someone of that sort of experience that should be doing that. But I agree with you. He does show the quality, but the mentality maybe hasn't always.
Oh, look at United with the high line. Isn't that suicide potentially?
They usually don't. I think
could you imagine? Imagine if a team played with a high line, Jack.
I mean, they usually don't. They usually don't. I think every now and again though a team will. Every now and again a team will sort of have their shape. Sort of push up a bit, but most of the time I would say they don't. Matters. Did you give that as a yellow?
Going in.
Did he give that as a yellow?
I don't know if he did. I think he might have just given him a telling off and told him, "Do you know what? We're done." That might have been the one that's done so, right? The next one's probably a yellow either way, either side.
Back post to Maguire away.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, that was fun to watch. It was like ice skating there, slipping and falling as he was trying to get the ball under control. Vicario plays it quickly.
Tell you what, people think we're in trouble. Manchester United still have Maguire as a centre back. Come on, boys.
Betancourt, lovely feet. Sonny.
Lovely. There you go.
Yes, he does get it to Jed. Jed, lovely touch. Can he find Tell?
What a ball. Fantastic.
Well done by the Jedi. Matisse Tell, lovely feet. Again, so tidy. Lovely. Great hold-up play. Jedi. Oh, not on the same wavelength as Kulu.
Misread. He's running for it, though. He's got it. He's still got it.
Good recovery from Kulu.
Still our ball.
Out for a Spurs throw-in. Well done by Kulu. Good recovery. I'm telling you guys, Matisse Tell looks comfortable, like, on the ball. He's very, very tidy player. Even just the way he held the ball up for us there was it was very tidy.
Yeah,
I really like his game. Bergvall, Betancourt. Betancourt's picked up good positions here.
He's been doing well today. He has.
Oh, Poro a little overeager.
Unlucky. It was nice. I could sort of see what you were trying to do, kind of. Nomad says the United players look like they're setting concrete. I expect more goals. Yeah, fair play. They do look very much like they're not sure what they're doing. But then again, they've had a couple. Well, I guess arguably, other than the Garnacho blaze over the bar, I'm not quite sure what they've done. Look at the press. Well done. Well done. Winning the ball back. That's great. Tell putting himself about in there to get it back as well. It was really nice. Bergvall again all over the place. I'd love to see this kid's heat map when we're done because he has been a little bit of everywhere.
He'll just be solid green. not one
look
yellow
at
or
this.
red.
We are one misplaced pass. We were somewhat cooking then.
Danzo, good touch.
Well played.
Referee pulled something back.
What's he saying?
Is this Peter Banks, I believe?
I don't know. We didn't do the everything we need to know, did we? Giving everybody everything they need to know. It's all good. It's all good. I have no idea who he is. He looks a little bit like a spitting image puppet. Anyone remembers spitting image from back in the day, big up. Got a little bit caricature-y,
What's more funny is he's like, it's almost like he could, with that hairline, he could be the next Avatar. It's almost like he's going for a full arrow, at the top of his head.
Yeah, referee, the last airbender.
Yeah, I mean, I would say a little study abroad in Turkey could do him wonders.
Oh, get the ball.
Vicario.
Oh, Vicario, come on.
Given as a foul, and offside.
That's fine.
It did look like he was clattered into there because it looked like he had 2 hands on it, and then let's see. See Vicario's strength in this moment. Yeah, he's well offside.
Well offside.
Delict. And then it looked like that looked like a foul as well.
I liked Delict when he was Ajax, but he kind of, I don't know. You don't leave Bayern unless you're not doing great. You don't leave Juventus unless you're not doing great. So I guess there's something. I don't know. I always thought he was a pretty decent centre back.
What's funny about that Ajax team is a lot of those players necessarily hadn't gone on to do very much, after that. Even Frankie de Jong, hasn't necessarily had, the career that everybody thought he would have.
Right. Is it Dolberg?
Tons of players. You have Ziyech. Ziyech was on that team. You have Delict. You have tons of them. Donny van de Beek. Tons of them. We finally have a bench, says Lazy 100%, and look forward to seeing what they can do at the second half. I don't even know if Ange needs to necessarily pull anybody off, though, after halftime. I think for the most part, everyone's having a pretty solid game. It's just, let's try to hold on here and keep the lead. You don't want to concede, in these final minutes if you can avoid it.
Yeah, that's one of our biggest issues.
Get that cleared.
Get rid of it. That's one of our biggest issues. We just turn off at the end of halves and the end of games, and the amount of stupid goals we've conceded. But that's that's what comes with confidence and being a cohesive unit, and we're still in the early stages, in my opinion. Come on.
Finally, a card comes out from the referee. Finally, but Sonny should have just gotten rid of it there. He actually had options. We had a break there, and he just held on to it too long. And he got absolutely clattered. Looks like he's not feeling too good after it. Neither is Casemiro. It did look like a very cynical foul. I just feel like Sonny actually could have released it there sooner.
That was pretty cynical.
Yeah, no, he just eventually just takes him down. Did he win any of the ball, though?
I don't think he did. And Sonny looks like he went down in installments. I don't know what was going on with his leg there. Oh,
he's holding his calf. It's hard to.
Yeah, that looked a bit dodgy. Just what we this will be the thing, Jack. This will be the thing. If he goes off injured now, it's like we get 2 back and 1 goes off. Unreal. Fingers crossed. It's nothing too serious.
It's not what Sonny would need either, especially that he's had to push through. This tough period. With. I think he'll be okay by the looks of things. It probably just looked like a tough one.
Yeah.
Casemiro's a thug. Yeah, that Real Madrid team back in the day had a few thugs on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Brazil. I've been to a couple of favelas. They're pretty thuggy.
No, you think of he's part of that, Pepe, Sergio Ramos, kind of era. That's what I meant. They were kind of all little nasty players. Arbeloa.
They don't mind putting it in. They do not mind putting it in.
Definitely some dark arts there in that team. Ben Davis with a free kick. Maybe that takes away a bit of momentum from United because it felt like they had a little bit there. They've threatened every now and again. Spurs do look capable of scoring a second. It's just maybe the scary thing is United have had some dangerous moments. And probably it should be 1-1 because Garnacho did miss a
absolute sitter, really.
It's one of the worst I've seen, from any player in a while, and that's even talking about us. It's probably about as bad as Sonny's was the other day. Kevin Donzo.
Donzo's been solid. I've liked him. Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Oh, he's a modern center back. Play him in. He made a run in behind. Madison.
Oh, what a touch from Madders.
Yeah, class. And here he is marauding forward to Sonny on the wing here. Sonny, can he find somebody? Whips it in, cleared away by Maguire. God, someone collided to Onana.
It's nice to see that it doesn't look like that knock has affected Sonny.
Well done, Pedro.
Oh, great. Oh, unlucky.
Good anticipation from Pedro. Hey, I woke up to us winning, says Edward. Hey, there you go, man.
Hey, what up, MV?
Nice thing for a change. Oh, Onana, sketchy pass. Dallo.
Oh, Jed.
Well done, Jed. Unlucky.
Come on. It's all right. The press is still there, though. The press is still there.
Well done.
There we go. Forcing them. Nice. Very well done.
I'll leave you here for 2 seconds, Drew. I'm just going to grab some more coffee before
Yeah, no
the
problem, no
halftime
problem.
frenzy happens. Everybody get in your thoughts at halftime, please. Hopefully we don't concede in this 30-second period. I'll be gone.
Yeah, big up everybody in the chat. How many Weetabix has Spence had today? He's had quite a lot. Spencer's been flying. He's eaten something for sure. But yeah, we just need to see this half out. We all know how capable we are of conceding a goal in the last couple of minutes of a half. So we really need to make sure that we just see this out, get back into the dressing room at half time, and then we go again. And we've got the likes of Odegaard, Johnson potentially to look forward to in the second half. These guys, as I say, got a very weak bench. So hopefully, if it becomes a slight war of attrition at the beginning of the second half, we can just outpace them. Big up, King Hoddle. Glad to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. And then Rob Uwu says might need to get me a Spence shirt. I think he might be a bestseller in the years to come.
Sonny whips it in.
Let's get another one before half time. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Oh.
Oh, wow,
Let's
what
go.
a touch from Xerxes.
Let's go. Oh.
Good block from Bergvall. That was crucial. They were about to play ball in behind. Can Ben Davis, very brave from Ben. Well done, Ben. Well done, Bentancur. Somebody take him down. Take him down. Oh, can't let him out there. Well done, Matters. All right,
there we go.
Here. Just release it, son. Just release it.
Yeah, just carry it. Waste the time.
Matisse. I just think Madison's got to get rid of it sooner. No reason to take those extra touches. Just get it to Tell. Tell had nowhere to go once he gave it to him.
No,
well done, Bergvall. Class.
Oh, how is that? Oh, that wasn't a foul. I feel like that was a very well won ball, but whatever. Come on, only a minute of stoppage time to go. Let's go.
Exactly right. Last minute here. Spurs need to hold on. Everybody's had a pretty good half, I'd say, too. So lots of positives for halftime. Do get in your comments, please. Get in your questions. Let us know. Definitely maybe not as much moaning as you might expect for halftime. So please, everybody, get in your happy clapping thoughts.
Dallo. Yeah, what are people
might be speaking too soon now. Only 30 seconds. You never know with the Spurs. They love to kill you. Here we are. Last minutes here to defend this.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. See what changes you'd maybe like to see, if you'd like to see any. Certainly, Udogie needs some minutes in his legs. Odegaard needs some minutes in his legs. So, definitely like to see them come on at some point.
Dallo, left foot across, gets a deflection. Ben Davis.
Good cover. Good cover.
Very solid.
There we go.
There you go. Madison, thanks to him, we are 1-0 to the good. Very, very solid half, I'd say, from Spurs thus far. Drew, I mean, plenty of positives. And I think what I would probably maybe say in general is everyone has had a pretty good, game. I don't think there are any sore thumbs. I don't think anybody's having any stinkers out there. Nobody's missed any howlers of chances that, we could be ruining or anything like that. I think it's been pretty solid play. I'm really, really positive actually about that first half. The only thing is, it looks like we do probably have to get that second, in order to guarantee the win here, because you never know with Spurs, and it looks like Man United are capable of threatening every now and again. But for the most part, we looked like the better team, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is really, really, really what I was hoping for and kind of preaching in the pre-game. I think you underestimate what a difference a week of rest and training will actually do. I mean, these are professional athletes, and they were almost on their knees after that Villa game, and you can see what a difference a week makes. And then plus having a couple of players that have come back from injury that look. I mean, we all know last year when Maddison came back from his injury, albeit it was a worse one than the one he just currently had, but it took him what seemed like an age to kind of get back into the rhythm of it. And today he has just hit the ground running. He's been fantastic. I've loved what I've seen from him. Like you say, it's not many people have put feet wrong. It's about the cohesive unit at Tottenham for me. Like, I think people seem to forget that some of our players, like Jed Spence, what's this, his 12th, 14th start or something ridiculous in a Tottenham shirt? Like, you need to build up relationships on the pitch. So I just think we couldn't ask for much more. Were we a little erratic at times? Absolutely. Do we need, like you said, we need that second goal, arguably that third goal. But yeah, I can't ask for any more at the moment. I think we've done great. Long may it continue.
This is the greatest El Crapico in history, says King Hoddle. I mean, it is the battle of it's who we are, mates. And what I can tell is I think Spurs have been playing, a much better brand of football than Man United have. My only slight concern is, there have been times when, we've just maybe given it away in some poor areas, or we've turned it over in bad areas. And with this system, you do tend to sometimes find guys maybe a little bit out of position or too far forward. And Man United, since they do put a lot of players back, they have transitioned on us, at times, kind of dangerously. And some of those crosses they put in, towards the back post, towards Pedro Porro's side. Pedro Porro hasn't been found. You can't even see him in the frame. And then also we saw Kevin Donzo as well, looked a little bit out of position. So they look capable of equalizing Man United, but I think Spurs are also, even if they were to equalize, I think Spurs would still look very capable of going on to win the game and grab a second. It's just, can we come out the gates here, a little bit, maybe can we come out the gate strong and come out fast and try to push to get the second? I think if we do before Man United get another chance to get back into it, I think this game is over because they don't look like as nearly of a confident of a team. They're not playing nearly as nice of stuff right now, and it's just up to us to fasten more chances and be able to put them away. But I'm really proud of this half, and also someone like James Maddison there, who I'm frozen, on screen looking at. I think he, has had, really good boost to this team. It's just nice to have someone with that sort of creative impetus in the team. Kulusevski was dragging us through games, but even Kulu kind of towards the end started to look very fatigued, very sort of out of ideas sometimes. And just someone like Maddison is just a fresh influence, fresh, kind of sort of ideas, fresh sort of a player to the sort of attacking creativity that has been really dead, the past few games up until this one. It feels like the team has had very little idea of what they wanted to do in possession. But in this game, we look like we really do have a kind of a cohesive sort of plan and a cohesive idea. Jerome saying we have possession, but they had better clear-cut chances than us, he says. Tell's been anonymous apart from the one shot. It's funny, Jerome. I might disagree with Tell. I think Tell's looked pretty good. I think he's actually been very tidy. I don't think he's even given it away, maybe once. But apart from that, I think he's actually kept possession for us. I think he's making decent enough movement. I understand what you mean by the clear-cut chances. Man United, like I said, they look capable of punching us in the mouth here and picking up an equalizer. But in terms of the general flow of the game, I think Spurs do look like a more dangerous team in the general flow of the game. But, Jerome's pointing out, Drew, that they've actually had more clear-cut chances than us. Would you agree, or how do you feel about that?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's been kind of a fairly even split. The one thing I will say, I mean, I'm very comfortable in my opinion of where we are as a football team at the moment, and we're 18 months into what has been a very, very disjointed project where we've had more than, as I've said it, I think I said it in the pre-match, I've said it on other shows, we had more than double in some instances players in and out of this club over the last 2 seasons to compare to others. So I found this really interesting thing. I went on to Transfermarkt, the website, and there's a thing on there where on one of the menus you can actually isolate players, and you can look and see who they've played with the most and the least in their careers and with their respective clubs. And if you do that with most of the Tottenham team compared to most teams in the Premier League, in some instances, like especially when it comes to Premier League games, like Cuti Romero and VDV, I think have only played about 35 games together, an average of 82 minutes a game. So I don't know what people seem to expect when you just throw all of these new players and these young players together and you just expect sort of things to happen. I think there's a reason we gave Postecoglou a 4-year contract, and it's because projects take time. And this is the project that should have been started 4 or 5 years ago. So it stands to reason when you get a couple of players with energy back in their legs, and you get people like Maddison back in the team that have kind of been there and done it and have built up more relationships on the pitch than, say, Archie Gray, etc., then stands to reason that you might get more of what looks like a team playing like they're supposed to play. So I get the frustration over the last few weeks. I just think there's a lot of factors that are at play. And like I said earlier, I'm really hoping this is kind of the beginning of the rest of our season, and we can start integrating more of the players back. And if we can get, if we can have what resembles a fully fit squad at the end of a season, while others are having to deal with potential injuries coming up because they've been playing all season, I mean, I'll take that luck, and I'll be optimistic until the end of the season, and then I'll rethink my delusion. But I just think this is what happens when you get players back that have been there and done it.
And also, Jerome, I think Spurs, for me, I don't know, like Man United, yeah, they had some clear-cut chances where maybe they should have equalized, but I still, just the way that we're playing and the way that we look, I have confidence that we should be able to still go on and win it, even if it still looked close on paper, still looked close in the scoreline. I think in terms of the actual watching of this game, there's one team that looks, definitely a little bit better, on the ball and looks more capable of kind of playing at a higher octane and creating more chances on a regular basis. But the thing is, with the way we play and just kind of our form in general, we do leave ourselves a bit open, and we always do leave ourselves capable of conceding. It's just this time around, what's nice is I think we do have more of an idea in possession. We look a little bit more confident. Dark Sun G saying, now once Man United tires Udogie, Johnson, Wilson, and Sarr to come on, I mean, those will be huge impact subs for us one day, Drew, right? I mean, it'd be great to see someone like Udogie come on. It'd be great to see someone like Wilson Odebear come on, and then your boy Brennan Johnson. I mean, they've all been missed. All these guys have been missed.
Yeah, certainly, Brennan Johnson. I'm still refusing to go overboard on him. I know I was propping him up at the beginning of the season. I just, he flattered to deceive a little bit, and I've had a bit of a wobble. And he's still got a lot to do, man. His final ball still leaves a lot to be desired. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Odebear at some point, because it's just been so unfortunate what happened to him. And I really, really think that he could, if we'd have had him to be able to kind of, if all season we'd have had Odebear, Johnson, Richarlison, Solanke, Son, and I know everyone hates it, but Werner. If we'd have been able to have actually efficiently rotated all of those guys, we'd have been in a far better position. So yeah, I'm eager to see them. And as I say, it's just so refreshing, Jack. Right? It's just so refreshing that we're at home, we're 1-0 up, and I think there's some ridiculous stats, like we haven't seen a home win in like so many hundreds of minutes and things. So it's just refreshing that at halftime we haven't conceded a silly goal. We're not going into halftime moaning and complaining.
100%.
Yeah, and I think you look at Manchester United, and I think Manchester United are very much look like a team that are in the infancy of the start of Amorim's reign, and they're also decimated from injuries. So you can't read too much into what they look like at the moment.
And luckily for us, they don't have a lot of impact subs that they can bring on compared to us either. So there could be a huge steal there. I do want to take a moment, though, everybody, now that maybe some more people are in here. At the top of the chat, you do have a NordVPN deal that you can use in case you're having a struggle watching this game. I imagine there can be blackouts for games like this one. And if you are trying to watch it and you're thinking about using a dodgy website, maybe consider using this code FLATCAP. Get yourself a 2-year plan, 4 extra months free at NordVPN, and you can find yourself, a maybe cheaper streaming service, a cheaper streaming package in a different country or in a different place around the world. Then you'd also be able to, watch the game, without any stress of being on, like I said, any dodgy website, or also just, guaranteeing that you will be able to watch every Spurs game. And also nowadays, you do need a VPN. If you're on public Wi-Fi's or, traveling about, it's always good to have one. And in case you ever go on vacation, anytime soon, it's just good to have one in case you want to go to your Netflix subscription, back in your home country, or sometimes you don't get access to things like HBO and various, sort of streaming things, and you can sort of move yourself back to where you came. So everybody, use the code FLATCAP, get yourself a 2-year plan, 4 extra months free, 30-day money back guarantee, and then also as well, only need to get one account because you can share it up to 10 devices. We're about to get, started into the second half. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling pretty happy clapping, everybody. But some people are saying that Man United look capable of scoring one. I don't, disagree with that. But for the most part, I think, the sort of the flow of the game has shown to me that I think Spurs are going to go on and win this one. But, you never know. It could be a wholly different team in the second half. Brett Loft here for 28 months. Thank you so much, Brett. Fan show member saying, let's hope we don't have a drowsy second half. Come on, you Spurs. I didn't even read your message yet, Brett. But yeah, I guess that's maybe where I hope I'm not speaking too soon. I'm only speaking off of what I've seen. But for me, I think we look like a team that is going to go on and win this game. It's just, can we continue on from the momentum we had in the second half? And even if we don't, there are so many impact subs now that Ange can make to, I guess, counteract that. If we come out slow, or if Man United punch us in the mouth, early against the run of play or something like that, we have guys like Johnson, Sarr, Wilson Odebear, Udogie, so many different players now that we can bring in off the bench that can change the tempo of the game. So that's also giving me confidence, is that even if things don't go too well in the second, there's so many different changes that he can make that are just so much better than what he had before. In previous, games, it was just a whole list of youth academy guys that really you would only try to bring on in the last 10 minutes or so out of desperation, not really to actually change the game for 40 minutes or something like that. So it's so much better.
Yeah, absolutely, Jack. I mean, I know people have been sort of calling for, I'll just throw the youth on, throw the kids on in the last few weeks just because it's better than nothing. But if you actually, go back to the Aston Villa game and analyse where that first game comes from, or the first goal, sorry, it comes from Mikey Moore running the wrong line and actually allowing the defender to run between him and Porro and get the break on us. So, you could argue that a more experienced player doesn't make the run that Mikey Moore made, and we don't concede that goal, and the game pans out completely differently. I mean, it might not because we were gassed, but my point is, yes, we want to see these kids. Yes, you're excited for them, but you've got to remember these 16, 17, 18-year-olds, they haven't been there and done it on a regular enough occasion to just use the excuse, I'll just throw them in because it can't be any worse. Because actually, it can be a lot worse. Because when you're going up against somebody that has got some nous and has got some trickery and has been there and done it, 26, 27, 28-year-old is going to outsmart a 17, 18-year-old more often than not. So you just have to be aware of what you're asking for. But yeah, I think the one really nice thing about the first half is that and I think we can all agree that unfortunately, where we can see goals a lot is in the transition, and it's just because of the way we play. But the really nice thing about what I perceive the first half is their chances came from our errors, and if we can stamp out the errors, then we are better going forward than they are. I think we controlled them a little better. We had them in their half, and they were on, they had chances on the breakaway, which obviously, I mean, that's typical sort of counter-attack football. But I would still argue that their breakaways were in part because we were slightly disjointed, which you can understand because some of these players, as I say, are still sort of coming back.
It came from that period where we were losing a bit of control in the game because we were making those mistakes. And then any good team, not even any good team, any capable outfit, with decent players is going to fasten a chance or two from that. And also, I think even in the way that we play in itself, when you make mistakes in this type of system, you do leave yourself so open. And it's just about us controlling, the game just a bit better throughout the match. For the most part, we were controlling the half, but I'd agree with you that there was that period there, and then that's what led to those clear-cut chances for Man United. But it's about us starting out quickly here in the second. I don't see any subs that I'm aware of, everybody, but we all know that there probably will be some at some point, and they're going to be likely some guys that maybe we haven't seen a whole lot of, this season, or haven't seen anything from in a while now, because some of these guys have been on the bench, have been out for considerable amount of time. So it should be really, really nice to see. But we're kicked off here. Feel free to sync up with us, please, everybody. And thanks for all the support that's been coming in today and in general. Shawnee Maddox saying, hard to disagree. We are calling for the kids because
no, he says energy. hard disagree, not hard to disagree.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's all good. Big up, Sean. I disagree with a lot of things that he says as well, so it's all good. Big up, Sean.
He's a good sport about it.
He is a good sport about it. He's a very good sport. It's always a pleasure to have him in the chat.
Yeah. And then AK Shag saying, Jack, is that a keeper's kit? No, this is a warm-up top that Drew gifted me. And they've been very, very helpful for my occasional runs that I make. It's nice to have a nice little Spurs outfit, but since it's a little bit colder outside, I've been using these, and also just for the watch-alongs during the winter time when it's a little bit colder in general. It's nice to have these warm-up tops. And the old ones that we used to make, that Drew's gifted me, are very, very cool. I miss these
They're
ones from the
great. Back
Champions
in the
League
day,
days.
one. Yeah,
These were some of the Champions League ones we used to have.
I remember Pochettino wearing that one. Brings a tear to my
eye. Lovely touch from, I think that was Matisse Tell holding it up, and then he gifted it back to Madison, who went for big ball in behind for Sonny, but just couldn't find it. Oh, Matisse Tell, good block. Kulu finds Madison. Good space here.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. I've still got it.
Oh, thank God we didn't turn that over. No need to. Oh,
that was awful, though.
It's a good transition from Spurs, and they just gave it away so unnecessarily. I think Madison made
Bobout wins it.
Madison made the wrong pass initially for me. Good turnover. Still Man United struggling, though. Kulu, well done, lad.
Come on, Kulu. He's
Kulu.
got a corner. Well done.
What strength from
give it
Kulu.
Up. That was fantastic. Great work, Kulu. Big up, King Huddle. Says great work. That was awesome.
Man, you knew her bench. Definitely a manure bench.
Big up, Daniel. I very much appreciate that. I think we all deep down we do miss the big guy, but I'm desperately trying to bring in some Dave vibes, and I'm terrible at the Irish accent. But I thought at least if I can bring some of his energy, we'll be give it another 15-20 minutes, another couple of goals. We'll be talking about dinner. We'll be talking about spice bags. Don't you worry about it, Daniel Larson. Big up.
Nearly had a spice bag there from Matisse Tell, Daniel. Oh my Lord. Good shot. Just maybe a little too tame. It was great.
Big up Shawnee Maddox. He says, at the end of the day, we all want Spurs to win some damn games, even if we disagree on how we need to go about it. And that's absolutely right, Sean. And that's how we come together as Spurs fans. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, we all just want to win. So absolutely agree with you. Big up, lad. Big up.
Bentancur, Madison, midfield sort of being collected, patient. Man United are going to have to put some pressure on the ball because Spurs midfielders sort of just passing it amongst themselves with no pressure, really. Kevin Donzo taking it forward, maybe getting himself into a dangerous area.
Yeah, this is what he has to worry about. I mean, he does. Though, having said that, he looks pretty capable.
Here, and we caught Man United out of shape. Jet Spence. Yeah. Sonny. Can he whip one in to Tell?
Oh, that was awful.
Maybe there was someone with a sign up for, maybe someone wanted a match ball.
That hit me, I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeez, that was a bit off. There. Maybe a little overcooked from Son.
Oh, good. Just got to keep the pressure on. They are trying to spread the play a lot. There's a lot of space between players, but still doing a good job of pressing. Although there's Porro somewhat out of position again. Hoyland offside.
Hard to tell what's happening here.
Yeah, I think there was an offside call from Hoyland. I think our line was. Look at that, the high line. That was a pretty decent offside call. Either that or it was some sort of foul. But just going back to Danzo, I mean, he looks strong. He looks powerful. Looks quick. He has been caught out of position a couple times, but I've been pretty impressed. I mean, what's this? His third, fourth game?
I think I actually in the Aston Villa game. I didn't mind his performance. What I like about Danzo is that he is brave. Like, he does try things. It was just in the Aston Villa game, it was so many times he ended up just ballooning some of these passes, like out of bounds. And you just wonder, is that just a guy who's just nervous? Is that just a guy just trying to settle in? And you want to give him a break there. But what I have appreciated is that he's not just been a total sideways merchant, the whole time when passing. He is trying things. And he does have a bit of the Dragishin
Oh, here we
build.
go.
You know, he's huge. Matisse Tell.
Yes.
Lovely. Maybe sort of dribbled himself into a trap there, but he tried.
A little bit. Yeah, but yeah, just to go back on Danzo, a couple of instances in the Villa game where he was looking for people and looking to pass out, and you could tell he just wasn't too sure where a couple of his teammates were. And that's to be expected when you got Porro bombing up the wing like he does. But yeah, all in all, I mean, give him time. I think he's a welcome addition.
Pedro, nice, good first time pass. Bergvall, good switch.
There we go.
Ben
Yeah,
Davis plays it into Madison. Good composure for Matters. Out wide to Sonny. Sonny plays it down the line to Jed Spence. It's much better from Sonny.
Strong
Jed
play
is being
from
held
Spence.
up by Mazraoui, and he's absolutely skinned him here. Well done, Jed and Akulu!
Oh!
No! Tell, there's your chance.
Wow.
Oh, that's your chance as the striker. That's your chance. Very well done by Jed Spence, and good touch from Kulu as well. Jed Spence absolutely destroying Mazraoui here. Showing him the weight room, showing him the pace. Kulu with a good touch.
Wow.
Sort of, you know, Kulu, I think, maybe tries to shoot it himself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually a very fortunate touch by Kulu, because then Tell, all he has to do is just keep that down. Just keep that down, and that might be in the back of the net. Good play, though, from Jed Spence. Very good play.
Yeah, big up Brett Lockheed in the chat. How good is Spence? He is different gravy, says Daniel Larson. Yes, he is. He's
our best
fantastic.
fullback all of a sudden. Oh no, he's gotten caught out here though. But commentators curse.
Great strength from Vic.
Asking for the offside.
Offside.
There we are.
There we go.
Let's see how close it was. Ooh, it was close. Pedro Porro.
Yep. Pedro.
Pedro's so out of position.
He is a little bit further forward than he should have been. Oh, sorry, not as far forward as he should have been.
Yeah, it wasn't Jed's fault. Definitely more Pedro's if it were to be onside. Spence is different graves. He's our best fullback right now. He's been impressive. Madison, lovely.
Oh, unlucky.
Now they're transitioning here though. Got to win it back. Danzo clears straight back though into Hoyland. Good clearance from Pedro Porro.
Get rid of it. And this is unfortunately where the where Postecoglou's tactics kind of fall apart, Jack. If you're not completely 100% on the ball in midfield to be able to get that ball back and be able to win it back as quick as possible, those transition goals are going to keep on coming. That's why everyone keeps calling for a number 6 to just sit back a little bit and kind of mop that stuff up. But
it's a bit of that, and then also we are a team that once we start tiring, we don't really have the same energy. All of a sudden, the gaps look a little bit bigger. Like here, good touch from Garnacho or Hoyland, I believe. Vicario with another big save.
He's
pulling off some big saves. It's more the parries with Vicario. The way he keeps saving it, and he's not doing what Onana did, where he's putting it straight back towards the United player. He's making good saves. Vicario is making good parries, but United look like they're capable of scoring here. We're just giving it away, kind of what Drew was saying in the first half. Some bad giveaways. Xerxes. He's actually had a good game for them. Xerxes. He's picked up good spaces.
Too bad.
Maguire.
Maguire doing Maguire things.
Big switch of play.
That's a good ball. Oh, he's missed it. Little rat. Can't stand him.
What a touch.
That was a lovely touch. That was a great save. And again, that's Porro over covering on left back. It's not too bad, although he was a second late, and that's a penalty right there.
Most of these saves have been pretty much right at Vicario, but he's done very well in my opinion. Sometimes when he has parried it, it's not straight to a United player, so it's ended up so that they're not getting a tap in from it, which is nice. So he's kept us in the game for that reason. But these are saves.
And Kinski saves that. I don't know. Maybe I'm being real harsh, but that's Vic. That's. Oh, come on, boys. We need to get a hold of this ball in midfield a little bit. we're kind of getting pushed back, doing to us what we did to them in the first half. Get rid of it. There we go. Corner. Oh, that's a goal kick. Good. All right. Wow. It's a great save. Yeah, we were 5th when he got injured. Imagine where we'd be. All right, Man United still got control of this football, and we really need to start getting it back. Oh, that was a lovely touch. Lovely touch.
I think
that's it. Let's carry the ball a little bit. No, come on.
You have Tell, you have Kulu. Just get rid of it, man.
Just needs to be a little more aware. Come on.
That was a lovely touch from Bentancur. Why are we wasting moves like that one? Big switch of play down Poro side. Dorgu. Ooh, that was dangerous again.
Well done. That was offside. Oh, well done. Offside trap has been good today. I'll say that. How many times we caught him? It's got to be the 4th or 5th time, I think.
Definitely part of our style.
Yeah, look at
he's
that.
Definitely off there. He's well off.
Brilliant. Good win back. Good win back. Let's get a hold of it.
Bentancur. Nice touch again. Very well done.
Go.
Lovely stuff from Bento.
Out to the wing.
Sonny needs to play a lot better here. Sonny needs to sharpen up.
Spence overlapping.
Madison, a little clip ball. Matisse Tell.
Unlucky.
2 very tame shots from him, maybe, but he is doing well. He's getting into good areas, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like he was afraid to go full through that because he knew that the keeper, or they knew that the defender was in the way. I think he didn't want to wrap his leg around the defender, but he wanted to belt that, I think. He really did.
And it took a deflection there. And, if he's lucky, maybe that deflection ends up, going in the back of the net, with shots like that. But goes out for a corner.
Right.
We'll take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Tell. I mean, 19 years old. He's leading the line. I think he's doing all right, isn't he?
I think he's had a 7 out of 10 for me so far.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Madison.
Oh, don't get
lovely
each other's
stuff
way.
Again. Sonny still. Can he get a shot on this time?
Oh, another corner. We'll take another corner.
Oh, I had a feeling that one probably. I thought that one would go in the back of the net. You got a good space there. Unfortunate.
What is this? Why am I? Hey, that's better. Just ran the wrong way.
Pedro with the corner.
Come on, Pedro. Let's get a dangerous ball in, shall we?
Oh, someone on a Spurs shirt got a header onto it.
Oh, lovely recycle.
Gotta get a good cross here. Across the box. Tell again. Keeps getting it blocked. Madison. Nice. Good try. Jet Spence. Well done. Can he get it out wide to Tell? He does. Jed makes a good run. Finds Matters. Makes a run, Tell. Good 1-2. Sir. Good touch from Tell. Sonny. Oh, he had the run. Boro. Kulu. Well done from Kulu.
Oh, Kulu. Oh, unlucky.
Don't foul. Oh no!
Pressure on. Win the ball back. Win the ball back. Fantastic. Who was that?
James Madison.
Madison.
Challenge.
Wow.
Tackle of the game there.
Yeah, that was brilliant to keep the pressure on and keep the possession.
They had a dangerous counter there.
Go wide,
nice.
Sonny.
Matisse. Couldn't hold it up that time. That was one he probably needed to.
Win it back.
Bentancur, lovely.
That was a nice little patch. All right, little switch up early. 62 minutes. Oh my. Madison off. Sarr on.
He's taking Madison off.
I
guess
he
is injured.
Yeah. And he's taking it really well. That's good to see. He's not doing that muttering, petulant thing under his breath. I like that.
Maybe he was told it was 60 minutes. He probably knew it would only be around 60 minutes. Yeah. He was probably our best player on the day, actually, Madison. I'd nearly give him the man of the match.
I think I've got to give him one of them.
Very well played for Matters. I think he was the man of the match so far.
Well done, Matters.
We need someone now to carry the torch.
Bergvall
pretty solid as well. Pretty solid day.
So now he's going to move Kulu into the middle. He'll put Johnson out.
Yep.
Right.
I think you're spot on.
And then we'll get Sarr in the middle for Bergvall.
I think you're spot on.
Wow, he's missed 7 matches. Damn. Didn't realise he'd been out there that long, Johnson. Okay. Ben Davis. God, he's still got some legs. Still got some legs.
Well done from Sonny. Good tracking back. Good pass
great
as well into
finish.
Kulu.
That's a great ball retention.
Off the ball there.
That's great ball retention.
Sarr's at the back post. Johnson, can you find him? Ah, good try.
There you go, another corner. Well done. All right, we'll take it.
Oh, damn. The referee as well. He's got to give Maguire a yellow card for that because Tell was through and he just body checked Tell.
Oh, man.
I think as much as I wanted Madison to stay on, everybody, I'm pretty sure, you have to think about the injury management. So they probably knew that they weren't going to play him for 90 minutes.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, they were coming back from injury and being drip fed in. There was no way anyone was going to get more than that, really.
Fair play to Johnson. He's earned another set piece for us. He's gotten us a free kick.
And he got himself a dead leg already. Well done, Johnson. Been keeping the pressure on with these corners. It's got to be what, number 5 or 6 now, maybe even more than that. It's just a shame we haven't got a Richarlison to aim at, or even a Solanke, even though he can't score with his head. I shouldn't say he can't. He's just not exactly. He's not prolific.
Yeah, I think it's 100% that, Ribsy. Ruben Amorim having another moment, to himself. It seems like he has these mental breakdowns against Spurs. Kulu!
Oh, unlucky.
I agree with you, Ribsy.
Oh, that was a corner, isn't it? Didn't that come off? There's another one.
Went out for a corner.
There we go. Pressure's on.
Sonny, can you get another Olympico?
That'd be great.
Bergvall's not there to pull the keeper's arm. Oh, Kulu. He's at the near post again, right foot across.
Oh, I really want to beat that man with that cross, man.
Good strength from the Man United player. Good interception from Jedi. Bruno. We've really pinned them in this half at times. Spurs, at least in the last 10 minutes or so. I think we've really pinned them in.
Yeah.
Fair play. Here we are, Sonny.
There we go. Overlap. The overlap. Oh,
play
see
somebody,
the overlap,
play somebody. Jedi, lovely.
If he'd have played the overlap, we'd...
I agree, man. He just needs to make a decision there.
Really does.
Bentancur.
It's just a tiny bit off the pace.
Love that Danzo showing for it there. Look at the bravery from the guy.
Hold me closer, Kevin Danzo.
Jed Spence.
There we go. Good ball retention. Well done, Jed.
Lovely.
Well done.
Sonny, good touch. Benton Sauce back to Jedi. Could someone make a run for Jedi? Bentancur does.
Overlap. Oh,
Jedi cuts inside here.
Well done.
Does he want a shot? He does.
He does. Nah, too easy. Good though. Good effort.
Amorim is me.
Right. He's got his head in his hands.
Just staring at the floor. Dorgu put under pressure here. But again, Man United have struggled to leave their half. They finally had a good switch of play, though.
I mean, I don't know that I've barely even mentioned Dorgu.
No, not really. but they do have a good chance. Oh, Leslie left
there
that
you
one.
go.
They had us there.
There we go. Now we're on the break.
Tell, make a run, lad.
Johnson.
Stretch the legs.
Stretch him.
Johnson, he's giving you the space. Oh, Kulu, fair play to Johnson. He got us forward there. Kulu, well done.
Oh, unlucky. Just kind
Sonny,
of all comes to a grinding halt. Come on.
Sonny, good shot. Good block. Out for another corner. God, Spurs, you got to take advantage of one of these lads. It's got to get a better shot on target.
Really do.
The game's in the balance here. If we grab this second, I think the game is over.
Really need to test Anana a little more.
Grab this second, the game's over for me. Come on, lads.
Yeah, I think if we get a second, I think it may be flood, not necessarily floodgates, but I think definitely more chance at.
Oh! Another one from Sonny. Another attempt of the Olympico. Tried to catch Anana out. Fair play. How close was it, though?
Wow.
Yeah, it almost dropped right in on him. Almost dropped right in on his head. Nearly. He went for the punch.
I mean, we guess we might as well. We've got nothing really that resembles a weapon in the air, so you might as well. Although Danzo, I think Danzo's supposed to be pretty good with his head. So
Spurs doing so well here, pinning Man United in this half. Like I said, last 15 minutes, they barely left it. Good ball. Johnson plays it to Kulu. Maybe he meant to play it to Tell, but it was a good ball. Oh, Pedro Porro gives away a free kick. Gives them finally a break, Man United.
Should have been a corner.
Oh, they play it quickly. Good pass from Bruno.
Yeah, he did go through the lines there
pretty
easily. He's not going to win that. He's not winning that.
Danzo.
Well played.
What a recovery from Danzo, everyone. Huge recovery
there. Well played. Who's that? Sarr on the ball. Back to Spence. Spence, don't lose it. Don't do too much.
Yeah, maybe too much here. Oh, wow. He's just got the class, though.
Maybe he's just class, so maybe I should shut my mouth.
Danzo, though. Big recovery there. A Van de Ven style recovery from Danzo in this position. Definitely beats Højlund, who does have a bit of pace about him. So, fair play to Danzo.
That was great. Did really well there.
Leg. Good pass as well to Vicario. It was perfectly executed by Danzo.
Big up the view from nowhere. Hello, lads. I think we need another goal ASAP. Yes, I think
we had chances there. That's the point. Is that we had chances there to get the second. We're not that team sometimes to be clinical or ruthless.
Yeah, we need to clear that.
And hopefully we can get some more in this last 20 minutes. Last 20 minutes, so we had the chances there. Now it's starting to get dangerous. Oh, Zertsky! That's another warning. Another huge warning. Man United should have 1 or 2 goals in this game. I hate to say it, they should. They've had some howlers of chances. Xerxes there probably should have buried that.
Wow.
It's well on sides as well. Ben Davis just completely leaves him.
Wow. Yeah, the one thing I will say, Jack, is since Maddison and Bergvall have gone off, we have kind of lost a little bit of control in midfield. Not that we were completely in control anyway, but we just seem to have. Yeah, there's a tad bit. Oh, he's walked into that. It's fine.
Oh no, another giveaway again.
No.
Højlund.
There we go.
Good hands.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Just bad giveaways.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're our own worst enemies with these giveaways, man. We really are. It's almost, I was talking to somebody on a stream, I think yesterday, and we were likening to some of these players to like overexcited Labradors. And it's just is that way sometimes. Almost some of them was like Bambi on ice, just if there was a little bit more composure, But then, same thing could be said for United. If they had a bit more composure, Garnacho would have had at least 1 in this game. So, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, as my grandma used to say. But we really need to get some feet on the ball in midfield and start controlling this game again a little more. Because they keep putting balls in like this, something's going to happen.
Yeah. Garnacho here. This game does feel in the balance all of a sudden, even though I felt like we were in the ascendancy at the end of the first half, and I felt like, we were the team to push on and win this. It feels a bit more in the balance now.
Yeah, it does. Just
Vicario, good punch.
Good punch out. Great
Somebody
punch
got
out.
fouled in there. Bentancur is in a heap.
We need to clear the lines and not the reverse ball. Watch out for the
back post again. Casemiro, please deal with it. Jet Spence
Get
shoves
up.
Casemiro to the ground.
Get up. There we go. On the break. Come on.
There you go, Jedi. There you go, Tell.
Slow.
Take it forward, man.
It's so slow, man.
Dribbling into trouble there, though, man. You're dribbling into trouble there. Bentancur misses the challenge. Xerxes, man, he keeps tearing us apart, this guy. Danzo again. Great clearance from Danzo. Everyone's on the floor. It's just every player, Man United and Spurs, they're all just gassed. Pedro, push on. Grab the second here, boys. Show the fitness. Ball behind a jump.
That's a great ball. Come on.
Son. Yes.
Come on.
Sonny, yes. Good try. Oh, man, Tell. You got to get some power behind these, man. He has no power on these shots.
Unlucky.
Like I said, he keeps getting into good areas. It's just maybe now, all of a sudden, I'm starting to question maybe the shooting technique because he's not getting any power.
Yeah.
Johnson did really well, though, to get us up the pitch there, and he played the ball early.
Oh, my gosh, Casemiro. What on earth are you doing? It's embarrassing. You're a full Brazilian international. You probably won a World Cup. You won a Champions League. Get up.
We need a goal, bottom line, says Skunk Works. 100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, King Hoddle says squeaky bum time. He's not wrong. 15 minutes of squeaky bum time. Bloody hell. Come on.
Archie Gray set to come on, probably for a midfielder, you would think.
That would be nice. Maybe he's going to risk it for the biscuit and put all of his centre-back options.
Like an extra centre-back, yeah. Maybe like
to I mean, he's going to have all his centre-back options on the field at least, because I can't see him replacing, unless he sticks him at centre-back. But if he puts him on in midfield, then that's basically all our centre-backs and the centre-back cover all playing.
It could be for Porro as well. That could be an option. Sonny, well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Sonny. Get there, lad. Get there.
Go on.
Well done. Stretching them legs.
That's Sonny. Yeah.
Johnson, get to the back post, lad. Sonny, good play. Very good ball from Pedro Porro. Very good work from Sonny to get us up the pitch.
Yeah, he did carry it well. It's a shame we couldn't do something more with that, though. But, yeah, we just needed a little bit more control. Just slow it down a little bit. Let's get our foot on the ball. Is Johnson going backwards again?
I just think Johnson needed to make maybe a slightly harder effort towards the back post. It probably would have been covered, though. It might be a harsh criticism that, he is the fresher player there.
Right, absolutely.
You got to be busting your lungs to give yourself an option.
I think he had a similar issue when he came back last time, beginning of last year when he came back from his injury. I think in the back of his mind, I think he's worried about opening up full. And I think because there are a couple of times where I've seen him really, really go, but there's other
Bentancur, what a turn there, and Vicario with a dangerous pass, but Bentancur oozing class, and he gives it away.
And he gives it away.
Curse. Sarr, very good tackle there.
All right.
Dangerous stuff from Spurs, but they're
Kulu carrying.
Kulu. Very well played by Kulu. Oh, damn you, Dorgu.
Another corner.
If he didn't clear that, Kulu could have been in the penalty area. Oh, chance there.
Big up, Ribsy. Aren't we all worried about opening up? Yeah, do you know what? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You are not wrong. Number 4, Danzo's coming off.
Yeah.
He is putting him on centre-back. All right.
Very good. I think he had a very good day, Danzo. This is definitely his best game thus far. And Bentancur off. I think Bentancur had a very solid display.
Yeah. He's been through it today, hasn't he?
Bentancur on. Okay. He's using them subs. And she's using them subs. He's using
we are rotating, everybody. Now it'll be he's rotating too much or he's rotating the wrong players. Do you know what I mean? Dude can't win.
Danzo apparently struggling. says Ed Sweeting. Maybe it was. He practically saved a goal though at one point.
Yeah.
Basuma!
Oof.
Johnson, great touch! Johnson! Sir! Oh, he did so well. Oh.
Get the ball back, get the ball back, get the ball back.
Kulu,
there we go. Well done.
Sonny.
Come on, Sonny.
Kulu!
Someone hit something!
Lads, you got to put away one of these.
You really do. That was really... That should have been put away, man. We should be looking at 2-0, man. We really should.
So tame. Like, it's not... You got to hit it.
Oh, we should be looking at 2-0.
And he always goes near... Oh, no. It's into Hoyland. Good block from
tackle.
Chad. Come on, lads. Forwards got to do their job here. The forwards have to do their job. They got to bury one of these. And also Kulu as well, man. Like, he went far post. He never goes far post. And then that time he goes far post. What is up with you, man? Why'd he go straight at the keeper? Go near post. You always go near post. Just smack that to the near post, man. And he goes far. Like, why are you going far?
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Gets it so backwards sometimes on his shooting, Kulu.
Jed Spence, take a
What a challenge. That's also one of the challenges of the match. Oh, big punch from Vicario. Huge punch. Everyone was on him. Back post. Woohoo. Playing some dangerous stuff here.
This is squeaky, the squeakiest of bum times. Get up. There we go. Nice. Just regroup. This is the thing. They've got nobody, as far as I'm aware, that's impactful that they can really bring on.
No.
So we just need to lock this shit down. Just stop being stupid in midfield. Quit these transitions, giveaways. Just a couple people put their foot on the ball and just chill.
Yeah.
Christ. None of this short playing out from the back bollocks. They're going to give it away. See? Giving it away.
10 minutes. Come on, Kulu.
All right.
Oh,
there we go.
Offside. Could we possibly see out a scruffy 1-0? Or am I mad? It's possible.
Big up Skunkworks. Big up Skunkworks. We are all praying that they can just eke it out. And look at this crap again. Look, they're showing, oh, look at the Man U subs available. Oh, look how sad it is that Manchester United don't have any players they can bring on.
Oh!
Back off.
Batiste.
Great ball.
Gray. Sir!
It's a foul. Ref.
Sonny in behind, though. Damn, we had Sonny. Kulu whips it across.
No.
Archie Gray looks down in a heap. Oh, no. Or is that Johnson? Sorry, I thought it was Archie Gray.
I think he got whacked in the head.
Oh, I thought he like sort of tripped over his feet there.
No,
I was worried about him. Yeah, this part. You see that he sort of tripped before he received the ball.
Oh yeah.
I was worried about that part.
Stupid. Nothing happening. Oh, I think it was just all a little bit of a
just sort of throws himself at Dorgu.
Right.
Fair play. Antigor icing the knee. Hopefully nothing too serious there. We had Sonny in behind, though, there, and Matisse Tell couldn't play him in. I don't know why.
No.
Again, these forwards, they got to do their job here. They got to do their end of the bargain.
Yeah, 9 minutes. We just got 9 minutes. And stop doing stupid things like that, Basuma. You are terrible. Oh,
get out there, Poro, please, lad. Dorgu whips it in. Back post. It's out of play.
Nope. Out of play.
Needed that one to be a bad cross, and it was.
I didn't mean that about Basuma. He's not terrible. He is terrible.
No, well, it was a bit of combination of Spence and Basuma. Spence didn't really help him out there, but Basuma does have to play better. He just has to be more composed there. He just sort of hit it straight into the yeah, just hit it straight in. He looked panicked. He looked very panicked, Basuma.
Yeah.
But Jed Spence has had a spectacular game, but he didn't help him out there. God, man, Xerxes has had an incredible game for someone who's criticized so much.
Good.
Garnacho,
good
clearance from Pedro. Xerxes whips it out.
Commentator's curse. Well done, Jack. Thank you.
Oh, Jed does so well here. Sonny. Still Sonny. All these attacking moves just keep breaking down. It's like Liverpool. It's a bit like Liverpool, where all of our counterattacks just kept sort of dying out. Need to be better here.
Really do. I think everybody's kind of there. You can tell they're kind of on their legs as well a little bit. No one's making very good decisions. Really got to do better. I can't see there being too much in the way of stoppage time, I hope, just for the substitutions, maybe 3-4 minutes.
Who can come in to replace Son? I'm surprised that Son stayed on the pitch this long. I'm surprised he stayed on the pitch this long. Odegaard can come on. Mikey Moore can come on.
Do you know what? Honestly, Jack, with the way that Sonny's played some of this game and the burst of speed that he's got, I don't mind. Like, if you're going to give him a week to get better, I don't mind him, honestly, because you know he could come up with something in the last minute.
Maybe so. Oh,
well done. Well done.
Johnson with the
Vic could have called a little quicker there, but I don't care. Still clean sheet.
Johnson there. I don't blame Johnson there. It's just unfortunate because we probably could have gotten Picardo's hands onto it. Good clearance from Basuma.
Well done. Do something with this.
Pedro.
Be clever. There, great
Pedro.
ball.
Sonny, release Tell one-on-one with Dallo. Can you take his space here, Tell?
Come on.
Just do it yourself, man. Just do it yourself.
I see what he was doing. That was unlucky. Wrong option. Should have just belted it. Could see what he was trying to do.
With Son. Should have just played a 1-2 with Son or just belted it. And he also, Dallo was giving him that left side. He was asking him to take it to the left. He should have just done it. I think Tell is he looks clean. Like he looks clean. He looks tidy. It's just maybe towards the end here he's now started to let himself down, I think, with decision making. Because that time I think he's got to trust himself. He's got to back himself. Take it on your left. Dallo was just almost insulting him by forcing him to. He's cutting off that angle there to cut inside. Come on, boys. Just got to hold on here. We got to grab this second. It's one or the other. I'm not too sure, though. Pape Matar. Ooh, this is dangerous. It's dangerous times here. Odegaard coming on. There he is. Beautiful Wilson.
The lesser spotted Wilson. Big up King Hoddle.
Wilson.
I think we've all wanted to see this.
Someone get the Tom Hanks memes. Wilson.
Well done. Well done.
Sonny being taken off here.
He's had a good game today, Sonny.
I think he tried really hard. He tried really hard. It's just maybe towards the end there, I think he was guilty of kind of wasting some opportunities. Like the whole forward line was. Kulu has wasted some.
Yeah.
Tell has wasted some, and I think Sonny wasted a couple too. But
no, I'd agree with that.
They did look. He tried hard, and he was dangerous in this match. He was dangerous.
This is so nice to see that. It's so nice to see somebody come on the left-hand side, if you'll pardon the expression, for Sonny and it not be Timo Werner.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a very good point there. There it is, Ray Martin, though. Thanks for the support, by the way. But Wilson Odegaard is your man. And Sar.
Tell. Ooh.
And then
come on, boys. See this out. See this out.
Holy shit. Odegaard lives, says Ripsy. He does.
Right.
He does, in fact, exist. Good turnover here. Wilson. Lovely feet from Wilson Odegaard. Straight away.
Hello.
Jet Spence.
Unlucky. Unlucky. That was terrible. Oh, shit.
Wilson Odegaard straight away. Lovely feet. He's dynamic. He's got that sort of low center of gravity. Yeah, Spence had better options there. Agree, King Hoddle. Or he played it too early to Odegaard, really.
Yeah.
Again, it's just that's the thing with Spurs is that so many times these are good moves. It's just we're not really. We're just not that clinical of a team when we get these moves. We usually see them break down.
Right.
Dallo, down the line to...
That's the thing, Joe. I mean, there's one thing to be clinical. I get it as well, but it's just that there's no real cohesion sometimes, and it's understandable when you actually get down into the weeds of it and see how few games some of these guys have played together. I know I keep preaching it, but there's something to be said. You know, these wonderful teams that play beautiful attacking football and just know where each other is, like those players have got hundreds of games between them together, you know.
Yeah.
And we've just got so few real relationships. Well done, well done. So few relationships on the field that I just think these things take time. And unfortunately, I just don't know that you're given enough time to do it nowadays. Right?
No. Usually not. Usually not. That goes down to managers and players.
Yeah.
Neil, thank you for the very kind comment. Wilson Odebear skinning him alive, or Sarr skinning him alive. I assumed it was Odebear, but Sarr skinned that player alive there. Matisse Tell.
Oh, unlucky Tell. Come on.
I think he's just overthinking things. Or he's just
maybe a tiny bit. He's just eager, isn't he? He's just eager to get on the score sheet, and I can appreciate the effort.
Odebear is
Wilson.
Saucy. Odebear,
Wilson.
Lovely. Oh, Matisse Tell.
Oh, he did the right thing. Put it across the box. And he's straight up again.
Oh,
well done,
sir! Sir!
In unison, sir! Dorgu. Is anyone else, every time you hear that, does anyone else think Star Wars and like Count Dorgu or something like that?
Yeah, Count Dorgu.
Honestly, bringing out my inner nerd big time.
The skills from Pop Matasar and Wilson Odebear in the last minutes there was sensational. Pop Matasar destroyed whoever that was on the left. And then Wilson Odebear has looked really good when he's had some touches. He's looked sharp.
Really has, dude. I'm telling you honestly, this is the
runs at players.
Can you see? Do you smell it? I can smell a home win and the start of something just fresh and new this second half of the season, boys and girls. It's happening. It's happening, whether you like it or not.
Man United youngster coming on, plus 3 minutes add injury time. Very, very kind amount of minutes added on. Only 3.
I just can't believe. I'm just so sad that Manchester United are really in this position. You know, it's so sad they're in the position where they have to bring on an unknown 19-year-old.
In the box. Oh, how have we still not scored?
Unlucky.
Oh, Pedro!
Go on.
Pedro!
Go on.
Davis!
Oh, corner. Take a corner.
Nearly
We're going to see this out. We're going to see this out. It's going to happen.
That was good play by Pedro Porro and Kulusevski.
I wonder what Carragher's got to say for himself now.
Well, he probably wished that Dr. Tottenham showed up in the second half. That would be his words.
Ugh.
You really have to question his professionalism there for saying that.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. I mean, I questioned his professionalism when he spat at somebody out of his car. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, he's spat at more than one fan. He's done it more than once.
Right. Come on.
Odebear.
Come on.
Oh, nearly.
Just see this out. Odebear. Hey, well done. Getting the ball back. Unlucky. Oh, ball retention just needs to be a little better. Come on.
Good work from Matisse Tell.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Thank you, Vic.
There we done. Well done, Vic. Well done, Vic.
Fall on it. Fall on it. Fall on it.
Fall on it. Oh, look at Amarin. He's under more pressure at a bigger club. Back off. Yeah,
if we see out
jog on, mate.
This really was like a bit of a 2-2 or a 3-2 game. I think a lot of those predictions were actually kind of spot on, but somehow it could finish 1-0.
This is brilliant. I love it.
Good place to pass that. Very good place to play that. Smart.
Chat. One word in the chat. One word in the chat for me. What colour is Manchester?
Oh, Matisse Tell here.
Come on.
Just dink him. Davy Dink. Go for the Davy Dink.
Unlucky, Matisse. Oh, come on.
Gray.
Yep, let's not fucking lose our heads. We still need to see this out. Let's go.
Well done,
good.
Pedro.
Well done.
Very well done, Pedro. Very well done.
Congratulations, Luke Thompson in the chat. Big up. It is white. Manchester is white.
Drew, well, if we see this out, we got to start thinking about some
Man of the matches.
polls.
Mans
Yes,
of the
sir.
matches. I think Vicario, Spence for me. Probably Vicario, Spence, Maddison, and Danzo, maybe.
See, let me try it through. 1-1 though, full time. Get in. I love that.
Let's go.
1-0 full time. Get in.
go.
Come on. Good win for Spurs. I think,
Brilliant.
we'll take it. We held on there. Did pretty well to hold on towards the end. Got a little dicey points, but we held on. We're now ahead of Manchester United, 1 point clear of them in 12th. Ribsy 85. Holy crap, we won. We have won. Things have changed. We're in a different groove now. And Spurs looked, for the most part, I think Spurs deserved it. Wasn't as strong of a performance in the second half as I would have liked, but we held on. Can't be too greedy, and it's just an important win to sort of validate the returns of the injury. Returning players just gives a nice boost to everybody. I think a win like this one, and we push on from here, Drew. But I'm going to try my best here to start a man of the match poll for you guys. So Drew, kind of your summary of the game as well, and give me some man of the match candidates.
Definitely. My choices for man of the match would definitely be Maddison, Vicario, Son. Maddison, Vicario, Danzo, and Spence. And I would actually give it to Spence. So that's my take on it. But I thought, as I said earlier on, I wasn't expecting miracles. I was just expecting something that resembled a little bit more of a press, which I think we certainly got, especially in the second half. It kind of died off a little bit in the first half, died off a little bit in the second. But I think that everybody to a man on that pitch, I think, gave everything. I think Maddison came back, hit the ground running, which is fantastic. I think they're clearly still playing for the manager, which I know has been a question. Long may it continue. I think, like I keep saying, this is the beginning of the rest of our season. So hopefully Danzo came off as a precaution and it's not nothing too serious and we're back down to 2 bloody centre-backs again. But no, really, really good. Enjoyed it. There were a couple of times we were under the cosh, a couple of times we were lucky. Garnacho, as I say, could have easily put the ball in there a couple of times, but I'll take it. 1-0 win. It's not often you get it. And I'm happy. Happy with Vicario. Great game back. Didn't put a foot wrong, really. Strong, commanding, great saves a couple of times, especially down low. Looks fresh. So, Spence, can't stop talking highly enough about that kid. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Maddison, Bergvall, for the time that they played, Bergvall was busy. I think everyone did everything they were asked to do. I think we were great.
Can you help me find a fourth here, for man of the match? I have Spence in there, Maddison, Vicario. Anybody else that you can think for a fourth?
Spence, Maddison, Vicario. What do we think, guys?
Anybody in the chat can give me a fourth here? I think those are the 3 obvious ones.
What about Ben?
Spence is everyone's man of the match, but Maddison could be up there, I think, for sure. He was really good up until he was taken off. Vicario pretty much gave us the clean sheet. Vicario, he kept us in the game. Danzo, maybe? Would you give it to Danzo? You could give it to Bentancur, maybe Danzo.
And do you know what? This is the
had
thing.
A good game, some people are saying.
This is great, right? This is great that we're having a hard time picking a fourth player for man of the match. That just shows, as I say, it wasn't an amazing performance from start to finish, but there were elements and there were things in there that you could see. I just think the fact that we can't pick out a truly fourth man of the match contender says a lot. I think everybody had a 7 out of 10 to 9 out of 10 game today. I think everyone was great.
Yeah. It was a really, I think solid performance from most of the players. And I think the only thing that maybe let us down towards the end was the forward line, maybe just not putting away their chances or their dinner, which left it, a little bit nervy, but really, really solid performances from so many players. David Granola saying Jedi mint, man of the match, definitely mint performance from our man, the Jedi. Everyone is just all over Spence as the man of the match. And I just think, it's some of the key challenges that he made in the game, Drew. And then also, with Spence, he's just a guy that, when he gets an opportunity to burst forward, he doesn't, need to be asked twice. He just is that brave enough player to just maraud with the ball forward, take advantage of the space given to him. And we also keep forgetting he's not even playing on his best side. He could be playing on the right and we'd be getting, probably an even better version of Jed Spence, and he just has to keep playing. He just has to.
Would have been it would have been nice to have seen Udogie come on today, but I think Spence was doing so good that I think we'd have probably been all, if Spence had come off and Udogie had come on, we'd have been like, oh, it's not fair, and Porro was doing really well. So yeah, I just big up to Tyler in the chat, says we were still bad today, guys. Relax. Listen, Tyler, I don't tell you how to be cynical and miserable about watching your team, so don't tell me how to be happy and delusional. Big up. I hope you're doing well.
I think it was a bit of an El Trashico, like people are suggesting, Tyler. And
I mean, the quality of the football wasn't amazing. Like the football could have been, a lot better. But what? This is the thing, right? It's all of a sudden like we can't win. Then when we win, we don't win stylish enough. Do you know what I mean? When Ange wins, it's not Ange that's winning. When we lose, it's always Ange that loses. We won a game of football. We got 3 points. We moved up the table a little bit. Let's just see what happens next week, and let's just move on. That's the way I choose to live my Tottenham Hotspur life and fantasy, right?
I mean, I think we were the better of the two trash teams, if you want to look at it that way. Tyler, Stevie Frazier saying we weren't shit, we were okay, but rough around the edges, but mostly positive. I think that's one way to look at it. I think J Max saying, thankfully, United are in a worse spot than us. That's what it looks like. And also think about all the injuries they have. They're about to descend into definitely a difficult period like what we had to. Lee B saying we actually held on to a 1-0 scoreline. When's the last time that happened? It's been a while. It's not something that happens very often with the Ange Postecoglou team. Gave up a lot of good chances, say Ray Hill. I think on both teams, like Man United probably ruining some missed chances, but then ourselves, we had so many chances to pick up the second. We just couldn't do it. K32 saying, yes, great win, brilliant effort. Spence class again. United are as bad as I've ever seen them. That's good to see. K32, Alaskan Hotspur saying Spencer, man of the match, the Spencer. Jerome, Vic and Spence, man of the match. Vicario saved us with some beautiful saves. Some people are suggesting, is it a coincidence that we got a clean sheet now that Vicario's back into the team? I mean, a lot of people doubted the guy, though, Drew. A lot of people wanted, Kinski to be the number one, straight away. Did Vicario kind of show us, what we were missing in the shot stopping?
All I'm saying is we were fifth when he got injured. That's all I'll say. I don't know. I don't have a magic board. I don't have a, crystal ball to be able to say one thing or another. All I know is, he's a lot more, I think, just there would be a lot more assuredness just as a squad, I think, knowing that you've got your number one back. So yeah, and just big up Tyler. He says not even being cynical, happy with the win, but we played really bad. Team got a squeaky 1-0 win. Big up. No, that's right. And it's always just banter with me. So big up, big up.
And then Daniel Larson saying, Ty, you're wrong. We are going to win it all.
We are going to win it all.
Daniel,
we're on the boat to Bilbao. We're on the boat to Bilbao. We're on the boat to Bilbao. I'm so deluded right now just because we won 1-0 against a bang average United in the El Tráfico. But I'll take it, I'm going to sip it. I'm going to smell it. I'll take it. I will take it.
Seal it, sip it, enjoy it, preserve it, whatever you want.
I'm going to can it. I'm going to pickle it. I'm going to jerky it. If you'll, no, maybe not jerky it.
Smoke it, jerk it, whatever you want. Please, everybody. But enjoy it.
I'm going to dehydrate it and turn it into jerky so that I can feast on it later down the road. Is what I meant. Like that was the analogy. I was trying not to jerk off on screen.
Big up, everybody, though. Really do appreciate all the support that's coming in. And yeah, it wasn't the prettiest of performances, but I do think Spurs deserve something from that. And, Man United, at the end of the day, they didn't take the chances that we gave them. And we didn't really take ours that they gave us. No. It was kind of just, a 1-goal difference between two pretty, I'd say, unclinical teams. And it just ended up finishing out. Maybe it should have been like a 3-2 or something, in my personal opinion. And I think even someone in the chat said if Solanke had played, perhaps we would have scored, that second. I think that's a fair shout as well. Like Tell had enough opportunities, I think, to score a second in this game. He probably should have scored a second, and he didn't. And if that were maybe a different striker, or if, Ange took off Tell and put on, someone like a Richarlison or a Solanke, you never know. Maybe you do push on and win that second. But back to Jerome's comment on sort of Vicario. I think with Vicario, I brought this up before, but I do think he is, when it comes to shot stopping, I think he is up there with some of the best in the Premier League, and if not in Europe. I do think he is a very, very elite level shot stopper, in that he makes very quick reaction saves on a regular basis, but he also can cover so much of the goal. Like if you try to hit it into the top corner, he's the guy that can kind of just stretch and reach it and be able to also parry it away. And I think his parries today were really, really smart, very sort of composed, and he never gave it back to a Man United player in kind of a dangerous area from some of his saves. Whereas with Onana, Onana sort of parried it straight away back into Maddison. And that's the reason, I think even we did end up winning that game, is Onana kind of gifted us a bit of a goal from that Bergvall shot. So just shows how important shot stopping is, playing out from the back with your feet, becoming more and more important every year. But it did show that shot stopping just as important there. Dark Sun G saying, we miss Vicario a lot. Good to see Wilson. Our first double versus Man United in a long time. Johnson getting back to fitness. It's our first consecutive win since Brentford. Man United in the first part of the season. I mean, it's been a while since we played in the Premier League, Drew. So if you want to look at it that way, right? 2 back-to-back Premier League wins. And, with all the guys coming back, who knows? Maybe we'll go on a little bit of a streak here in the Premier League.
Yeah, man. I got a whiteboard up here that says days since last shit show, and I can satisfyingly put 1 on there now. So that's awesome. I haven't got to rub it out and start with 0 again.
Exactly.
But yeah, like we've been saying, there are a couple of instances. I mean, let's say Garnacho probably on another day could have had a couple. The Xerxes header that flashed across the goal. But, as I said, it's so nice to have, your assured number 1 back in goal. I think it says a lot. It's the one thing I will say, Danzo, I do want to point out him just quickly, because I think there were a couple of instances where he maybe caught himself in no man's land, but obviously has got the pace to be able to get back and correct things. Let's hope he doesn't make a habit of it. And I do also hope that it was just a precaution that he came off and it was nothing crazy.
Yeah. And just seeing guys like Odebear and Johnson come off the bench, it just was a breath of fresh air. Johnson, I think, actually looked good when he first came off. I think maybe started to fade towards the end there, but I think he did look good in the first minutes because he was carrying us up the pitch. He offers that pace down the wing. He hugs that touch line, which gives you an option. And then with Odebear, he's just like a bit of a chaos merchant. There's like a much better version of like a Timo Werner, where he was running at players and he was playing little 1-2s and just looked dynamic. It's kind of what most people do want in a winger, is a guy that is capable of just sort of running at fullbacks, running at players, and just being a bit of a chaos player. And I think he was that. He looked like a really fun player for us to start using. And you just hope that Ange, and the medical team, Dark Sun G, do the best with preserving, him for the rest of the season, because he looks to be a player, Odebear, and someone who we've been needing this whole season. And finally, we get him back. Vandal Ross saying, we did a win. Oh my God.
We did a win,
Happy
everyone.
FaceTime. No, I think it's time to enjoy it, everybody. Like, I didn't expect this team to be, I said it in the pre-match build-up. I had a question on it. I didn't think we were going to be playing liquid Ange ball for 90 minutes, with these guys coming back. My expectations actually still were a little bit low, going into this game. And for the most part, I actually think they surpassed them. And I think they played better than I thought they would have. Wasn't the prettiest of performances, but I think we did deserve something from this game. Maybe one could argue 3 points could have been a little generous with, the wasted chances from Man United. But I'd argue, too, that we wasted a lot of chances ourselves. It could have been like a 3-2, a 2-2 type of game. So I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the result. That's for sure. And I'll take it. And as a happy clapper from one to another, Drew, I've said this many times before, as a Spurs fan, I think you have to learn to love, the scrappy 1-0 win against like a Fulham or a Crystal Palace, or something like that. You have to learn to enjoy it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And big up to AK Shegs in the chat. It says, no way, Drew. Porro had Gartaco in his pocket. So that's going to be one of those things when Pedro gets home tonight, he's going to be keys, wallet, and then Garnacho is going to make an appearance and he's going to be like, what are you doing in my house? Get out. But yeah, he did have him in his pocket most of the afternoon. So I do stand slightly corrected. Although I will say that one where he blazed it over the bar, I think he could have done with getting it on target. Because if that had been Johnson in that position for us, we'd all be saying he should have got that on target. But yes, AK, big up yourself.
great to see you.
Turn the nacho into a taco. Absolutely right. Dark Sun G saying our next games are Ipswich, City, Bournemouth, and Fulham. Ipswich, we have to get revenge against them. That game was one of the worst of the season. We had a fully fit team, I think, or at least for the most part, and we just didn't show up on the day and got outclassed. And then City, we beat them every time, so that should be the easiest game of those four. Bournemouth and Fulham, those are probably crazy about the Premier League. A few years ago, you would be thought of as crazy to say that those are the tougher games, but I actually think those are the tougher opponents, Bournemouth and Fulham. We'll see how we fare against them, Dark Sun G, because there's some pretty good outfits. But Ipswich and City, I don't see why we can't continue on the momentum against those two teams. Ipswich, we should get some revenge against, and then City, it's our favorite team to play. It's just simple as it's our favorite team to play. If we played them every week, we might have won the Premier League. And then he also saying Vicario versus City away, 4-0, and versus Man United away, 3-0. Today, a 1-0. Vicario, he owns Manchester, and Spurs own Manchester, Drew.
Yeah, honestly, it's white. They're painting it now. They are painting it now. The light baby blue is gone. The red is gone. And they're all sitting there just watching that lily white go up in lights. And they're just going to have to wait until what? We've got Manchester City come down. It's possible that we could just completely just own Manchester this entire season. I'm here for it. You love to see it.
And as well, you just think, maybe even the Manchester derbies, are probably pointless at this point because it seems like Spurs just own Manchester. What's the point of even doing a Manchester derby if Spurs are just going to own them each time? Vandal Ross saying we don't always need to win pretty. We just need to win. And I think when you're at this point, where you're kind of, not been winning very often. And also, the performances have started to look a little concerning. I think you'll take a win like this at any point. And it did show that, Ange has been saying, once I get a lot of my players back, once I get maybe, less fixture congestion, you'll start to see some of the best stuff again. And I think, there was, something to that, in this game. I think Spurs looked actually even better than I thought they would, considering I thought it would actually take a bit of time for us to start playing, similar to what we did today. Like I said, wasn't the prettiest performances, but I still think we did play even a little bit better, at least going forward, than I would have thought. And I think there were chances for us to grab the second and go on to win this game. And then Rudy Toot saying our first home Premier League win in 105 days. First time that we've done the double over Man United since 1989-90. That's crazy.
Awesome.
The first time we've won consecutive Premier League matches this season since September. Whoosh. Just shows what an up and down season it's been. Sean Daniel saying good result, not great management in my opinion though. Gray should have been started ahead of Bentancur and should not have subbed Danzo. Interesting. I think Danzo, look, some people were saying he was, feeling something. So that's why he actually brought on Archie Gray. And I think Gray did pretty well defending towards the end there. He had some good clearances. Bentancur, for me, I think he had a pretty good game. I didn't know if the only reason maybe he would have started Gray ahead of Bentancur is because Bentancur shamefully gave up on that goal against Aston Villa. And that probably is worth, dropping someone for. But Ange trusts the guy clearly and, he gave him another chance. And I think Bentancur played pretty well today for the most part. Daniel Larson saying, amazing watch along, lads. Much love. Thanks, Daniel, man. Thanks for being a good supporter as well today. And hopefully I get to have you for, fan show tomorrow. If you want to come on, Daniel, talk about this win, talk about the weeks ahead, and maybe we'll be in a more positive mood, around the football club. Things could be headed for a change. Things could be turning around here. We're on our way to Bilbao. Build the road to Bilbao for us, Daniel. But thank you for the support, sir. And thanks to everybody sending in the support today. I think it's just a good win that we'll take, and wasn't the prettiest, but can't think of much else to say, Drew, other than I think for the most part, everyone played pretty well. And Spurs, just a necessary 3 points just for the mood around the club, the fan base, everybody involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And just the fact that it's Manchester United just makes it taste, just that little bit sweeter. I mean, I know they're not quite the force that they used to be, but I'll take any win. I know we kind of laugh and joke that Manchester's white, but let's face it, we'll take any win against Manchester or what is considered to be a top, a usual top 6 team. So, no, just everybody in the chat, it's been great fun today. Really appreciate the feedback. Dave, as I feel, still there. I'm sure he's loving it right now. Wish him all the best. Hope he's on the mend. Look forward to seeing him next week. But yeah, no, great to be with you, Jack. It's lovely to taste a victory finally.
You're a good luck charm, Drew. You're a good luck
Yeah,
charm.
maybe. I think Ian S in the chat, big up, said I think we won maybe the last time I did this. So maybe I am. Do you know what? I'll take it. I'm here for it. If I need to come on again, I'm more than happy to. But yeah, I think positive things going forward. As I say, if we can keep everybody fit, if we could start building relationships with these players, like, you know, between them, and we can actually start, you know, looking like a team again. I think there's still a lot to play for this season. I'm still the eternal optimist, as I say, until it's such time as I need to reconsider. But yeah, we go again next week. Coys, let's go.
Simon Coley saying theater of bad dreams.
Brilliant.
That's a great comment. Thank you so much, Daniel, man. Thanks to Drew as well, everybody, for filling in today. I think you did a brilliant job, pre-match build-up, and today it's like a 5-hour shift that he's put in for the channel here, everybody. So do thank him, please. Tala Ahmed, member for 26 months, Flat Cat member, saying, hope everyone here is having a lovely Sunday. Anything planned for the rest of the day here, Drew? You know, just sort of bask in the wind, I guess. And
I'm
nothing to stress about Tottenham Hotspur wise.
Absolutely not. I'm going to grab something to eat quickly, and then if you don't mind me doing a little plug, I'm going to be on my third show of the day at 2 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to be on Spurs Die Hard's Tottenham Till I Die. So myself and Ian and Adrian and maybe a couple of others are going to be talking even more about today's game. Adrian was there, so I'm going to talk to him about the protests, what he thought of those, what actually happened, whether they were worthwhile or not, because regardless of what I think of them, it's always nice to get other people's opinions so you can give feedback and discuss these things. But yeah, I really, really appreciate everybody in the chat. Big up Derek Hutchinson, Skunk Works, big up. I really appreciate the feedback. It's been lovely. I always appreciate these times. It's a great community. The Irish Hotspur is a fantastic place to be, and let's say we're all after the same thing. So let's drink in those 3 points this afternoon, and enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are.
Yeah, enjoy it, everybody. I'd say, you know, we needed a win of any kind. I don't think this was the ugliest of wins either. I think we deserve something from it. So I'd say just take it, enjoy the rest of your weekends. Also, if you're in the USA, I think technically a longer weekend. So hopefully you can enjoy it into Monday. And thanks for all the support you've shown the channel for a long, long time, Tala. I appreciate you, sir. Dark Sun G saying, good that our injured players are returning before Europa. Definitely a huge boost for Europa, Dark Sun G. And what you hope, I guess, is maybe now we can just get some good luck where no one ends up, you know, sort of having that. But what ended up happening was anytime we got a player back, it felt like two players would get injured, you know, at the same time. And it just, we weren't really replacing players as quickly as we would have liked. And hopefully we just don't have that happen this time with fewer games. You know, they're not going to be nearly as tired or as fatigued. Players don't have to be pushed to their absolute limit. You like to think that maybe the injuries will lessen and we'll get some players back. And you think about some of the guys that we still are missing, you know, Solanke, could have used him today. Maybe he would have gotten the second for us. And then Romero, Van de Ven, even though Davis and Danzo played well, you know, just think about how much better of a team we usually are with those two in the side as well. So definitely a lot to look forward to, man. And it's just good to just see a refreshing Spurs. And that was the question today, was whether we would get a freshened up Spurs and we would see a better version of themselves. And I think we have. I think we did see a much, much better version of Spurs than we have been recently.
No, absolutely. And the really nice thing is we get another week of that as well. So they'll get another week of actual training in their legs, a decent recovery. Hopefully we might even get another couple of players back during the week, and then we get to go again. So it's fantastic. And I'll tell you one thing we didn't do, Jack, is because it was a little bit of a nail-biting finale, we didn't discuss what was going on for dinner. So just real quick, anything planned for tonight?
Actually, my family friend is having a sort of, we're going to a restaurant. I'll be having some steak later. Hey. So I'll be eating a Man United steak. I'll be putting them in a steak.
There, very nice, very nice.
Doing? Anything you have planned? Anything you're thinking about?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what the delicacies are in Manchester. It might be, I don't know. I'm going to drink up some tears. I'm maybe going to go and see what's in the fridge. I might have to go to the store, actually. I was very unprepared I should have thought about it sooner because I'm very unprepared for a win. And now I'm all like, I don't know what to have for dinner. I might just have to get a cheeky Chinese or something like that. I might have to celebrate
definitely.
these 3 points.
Whatever you like.
Really push the boat out.
So, I mean, Spurs have not been winning often, so I'd say celebrate it to your heart's content. However you think whatever you think is appropriate, probably is. Thank you very much, everybody. Though, thanks for all the support today. Thanks to Drew for coming in and doing an absolute huge shift for the channel. So please thank him if you're watching this back or if you are in the chat now. Hope to get Dave back sometime soon. He said sometime next week. I'm not too sure if it will be tomorrow, though. I think maybe
send him those positive vibes.
Tuesday or Wednesday is maybe my guess, but don't hold me to it. Fan show tomorrow. If you guys do want to come on, have your say, talk about Spurs, talk about sort of things being on the up, and we'll see you all next time, everybody.
Okay.
Big
come
win.
On, you Spurs.
Necessary win. Come on, you Spurs. See you next
time. In the big Ange retweet.
Back and trusting now.
Yeah, we never stop. Come on.